Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Friday. Happy holiday weekend. And happy National Handbag Day. We've got a little special treat for you tonight. Now it's going to be limited because do you know we've only brought 2 handbags ever here in our history here at TVON, and they happen to be very, very special. So we're going to actually have, I've only got a couple to go around, but I had to bring something. I know we're all about jewelry, but every now and then, listen, our jewelry lovers probably love a great handbag as well. Today is 10/10. It is one of my personal favorite national holidays. So it is National Handbag Day. So I thought we'd bring out 2 last colors of our final few of a reorder on something that is dazzling. That it was, gosh, I can't remember. It was probably 2 years ago, maybe. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. The days kind of run together, but we have some really fabulous bags. Let me tell you all about them in just a little bit. But I will tell you, they are limited to 4 of a kind, or 4 of a piece, and yet we've got 2 colorways. This is the fabulous taupe. Oh my goodness. Now, I know when we debuted them, this was very popular, 4 left and 4 left. That's it. So if you already know it and you already have it, maybe you want to stock on a different color, this is the time to go ahead and get it. If you want to stick around for a presentation, it's coming up in just about an hour. So you can hear all about it. Lamb leather. Amazing workmanship. Bottega, you know who, does literally $12,000 and $13,000 handbags that are not nearly as cool, if you ask me. So we're very, very excited about that returning favorite coming your way here tonight. And we've got a lot of jewelry as well. Now, check this out. This is a bangle that we've honestly never had anything like before. We've done our fair share of diamond bangles, and yet tonight we're going to debut our yellow diamond bangle. Now, I kid you not, I've been doing jewelry for a while. I looked at this today and I thought, you know what? That's going to be something very, very special, because I thought all the way across the top that these were 1-carat stones. Talk about the beauty of a bezel setting. How bezel setting, we talk about this a lot, makes stones look a lot bigger. You will not believe this looks like 11 carats in diamonds. It's 11 stones all the way across the wrist in yellows. We've not had, I have had a yellow diamond bangle, but it's usually 1 or 3 stones only. To go across the top like this in a perfectly matching set is pretty amazing. So we're gonna have that for you as well. That's one of our big specials for the night. Also, I have, okay, there is a round tanzanite, very cool. We've got a round tanzanite in our bridge. We're gonna bring back some designer earrings. It was just earlier this week. It was Wednesday night. I had that designer bangle back for you. You know, the one with the big burnished diamonds set all across the top. We have the match in an earring for you. That is here. I think these are only on one time before, and they're very, very cool. And we have not upped the price at all, despite what gold's doing. We have a Paraíba wheel. It's our green Paraíbas. 2 are going to be over a carat. They're the bright neon greens we love. They're coming up. And then value, value, value. I'll tell you, we got some one-of-a-kinds. I cannot believe how deeply discounted. That is an aqua. You won't believe the price on that. This, okay, I know I tried to think of who was it that missed out the other day when I had a conch pearl wheel and we had all those different conch pearls, and the one everybody wanted was the style that had 2 different colors of conch pearls in one ring. I have good news for you. This is the double colors as well, lighter and darker, brighter and more pastel, in one ring, in more of a bypass design, because you can see it all the way from across the room. That's here. So listen, if you were one of the many that missed out on that style that I had the other day, please call quickly, because this one's even more affordably priced. And it's way more. So should be way more, because it's got way more of the stones and the gold and the diamonds we love. So anyway, that's here. So lots and lots and lots of exciting pieces to get to. I hope you can stay with me. We only have 3 hours together tonight as we kick off the weekend. And don't forget that we also have some big previews coming up of what is to come this weekend as far as big debuts. So let's get started with an amethyst to get you going with here. And it is a really cool setting style. Take a look at this. This is a really unique style. Love a good designer style. Well, here we go with item number 112-9445, and this would be our fancy cut. It is a cushion cut of sorts. It bows out a little bit on the sides, and then it's actually set east to west with this really cool detail and design with the overlay where you have the diamonds wrapping over, and then it gives you some great gallery work. I'll show you that. And then also we've got diamonds on the sides of the band. This is very architectural, very bold, very squared off, but all that east-west setting we love. So this is very, very cool, and we are really thrilled to bring you this one. So important. And Melody, what a great story to share. I love that. It's so true. You know, I think that Oh, I love that. That's great. Well, that's wonderful to hear. First of all, she was talking about some inspiration behind her jewelry, her love of jewelry. Mine came from my grandmother's as well. Both of them were lovers of jewelry, different types of jewelry, but they both love their jewelry. And then that obviously went down to I certainly has passed down to my mom and right to me. So very excited to have y'all with us and to hear. I love to hear how people's excitement and passion for jewelry begins. Sometimes it's for the gems, sometimes it's for the design, sometimes it's all of the above, sometimes it's because of a piece that you admired growing up, worn by a relative or a friend. And this is really where I can say, even if you've seen a lot of jewelry in your life, this is probably something with this 302 amethyst that you have not seen too often and really does bring it. So it's got this again, look at this wraparound design. Even the diamonds that are going down the sides of the band are going to make that curve, make that turn. Then you've got to see it on. And of course, look at that profile where it kind of acts as a little horseshoe or a U design happening on either side. So when you get that overlay, and that's going to act also as your prongs, notice that's really, there are no prongs in the traditional sense. It's just about this style, giving you the way that that stone is set securely. Oh, there's our first look at that yellow diamond bangle. I think I'm in love. What about you guys? Isn't that impressive? One of our very, very, very best. I'm talking overall, the jewelry category is tough to top. That is one of our best we've ever had. But here's our amethyst. And again, look at that from the side profile as it's on. So if you're like me and you love to see the profile details in your jewelry, this is a good one. 26 points is the diamond weight. And you see that from either side. It's a really good amethyst too. I love that color saturation. Sometimes in a more exotic or fancier cut, it is really, really important to see. You see the reds? See the reds and blues still coming through? And again, already, remember, we've already had some questions about our, do you guys remember it? And some of you may be new since we've seen the Streetsia bag. So we'll talk about how cool it is and how specialty. I know all the labor that goes into it and all that leather. Has anyone been out to price a leather bag recently? Ooh, they are pricey. So not here, not tonight. We got a specialty piece that is really sure to set you apart if you love a great accessory, and I know a lot of you do. So here we are with our amethyst. Let's blow this out. Is that, Jason, what you already had a call about? A lot of people asking about the handbag we have today. Remember, only 4 of each. Will give you a full presentation at the top of the hour. So get ready, and if you have any handbag lovers that you know of in your circle, you might want to let them know to grab a phone and get in here at the top of the hour so they can have something really special. So let's talk about what we can do here on this one, because that $39.99's got to go. Bold gold, love it. White gold is how it stays. We can size it and ship it out to you, no problem. It is a one only. That is the one you receive. And remember, we're getting kind of a bird's eye view. That's really, there's your intensity of color as you look directly into that stone. It is not going to be $3,000, $2,000, even $1,000. Nobody can make a band. And I know this is why we set ourselves apart. We always have for years and really years and years, nearly a decade of doing this. We've always set ourselves apart for value. We are always the leader in that category. But I will tell you right now, more so than ever, if you thought you knew TVON values, if you thought they were good in the past and before, you have seen nothing yet, because these values that we have actually gotten stronger. Because while everybody else is up in their prices, we are doing exactly the opposite for the same amazing quality your heart desires. Take a look at this. This is going to be actually less than $1,500. Let's blow it out. And then again, if you like that multicolored conch pearl idea, let me know. Got a lot of big blowouts today. Let's make this $999, and that's it. And that's in solid gold with those diamonds wrapping around the front there. And if you are one of the many that's been digging our aquas, I know I got the kindest, sweetest, most wonderful email today from Kathy, because she actually picked, or she just received today, her big aqua that she got from me a couple days ago, and she loves it. She said, it looks even better than it did on TV. Oh, where have I heard that before? Oh, just about everybody that's ever shopped here has told me that before. So I love that. But of course, I'm not surprised, but that's really a wonderful thing. So we've got another big aqua. I know they've been very popular of late. So we got a great looking aqua for you in the saddle mounting. It's the big one too. It's that really impressive. I do have a yellow diamond that actually perfect timing on the yellow diamond, because my yellow diamond ring is going to match the yellow diamond bangle that's new. We have a marquise cut here. Look at this. Oh my, perfect match. That'll be here to go with the bangle that I just gave you a little preview of. The bangle's coming up tonight as well, but that is very, very special. And look at that. It's a nice wider marquise cut. Sometimes they get a little on the narrow side and then they kind of lose a little bit of their look. That one is really impressive. So if you like a lot of 18 karat gold, you got that too. All right, so here we are with a very special ring. This is a big markdown on a phenomenal stone. This is that cat's eye chrysoberyl, and it is the green color. Sometimes they really, and you might think, aren't they always green? Well, they're usually some combination of. But the problem is a lot of them get into the yellow greens. And again, you're already thinking about it, I know. Do you want the taupe? which actually is the most really interesting color because we're calling it taupe, but it doesn't do it justice. I want you to start thinking about these. We only have 4 and 4. That's it, 4 and 4. And I'm showing you how it can be worn like an oversized clutch that's really very popular right now. Or we give you 2 straps, wristlet, all done in lamb leather, great details on the bottom. This is all really very specialty made. It is made the same way that we see some of the most expensive handbags in the world. And so start thinking about whether you want the taupe, which is kind of this mix of olive, like an almost army green olive tone with a little bit of kind of elephant gray and just, I mean, total cool neutral. And then of course our bestseller from the first time, the multicolor, which is really striking. So we'll have those coming up at the top of the hour, but right now this is a cat's eye that gives you green. So instead of that yellowy green where they tend to look a little bit, it can be a little kind of mix or match, it kind of hit or miss. This is really a pure green with that absolutely defined chatoyancy happening right down the middle. Of course, the difference is usually we see them north to south. Well, the stone is set east to west. So you see that east to west orientation also of that chatoyancy, and it's platinum. It's item number 5913, and it is going to go quickly. Remember, most of what I have tonight is one of a kinds. The only exception would be the diamond earrings. I'm going to show you the hoops. That would be it. That's going to be, I think, it as far as what I can see in front of me. Or maybe a blue zircon. Oh, we have a blue zircon evil eye necklace. So super cool there. All right, but here we are, 191 on the cat's eye, east-west set. Probably the best looking individual cat's eye I've seen us do. And it's a lot of platinum, little slight asymmetry to this mounting. This side being a little wider than this one. And then you've got round brilliants and tapered baguettes. Tapered baguettes going to be the majority there, 41 points overall in your diamond weight. And we have an incredible buy. So come on in. It's time to party, and we are taking, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 discounts. 8 discounts. Pretty rare for cat's eye to be here for 8 presentations because there's a collectability to them. There's a rarity to them. Let's show it to you on the hand. Oh my goodness. I think this way that those diamonds perfectly surround the outer ends of that oval is just really giving it some wow factor. I mean, if you need to try a cat's eye, please try this one because this is the one that even for people who go, yeah, cat's eye, I don't know. Those are usually the yellowy greens that everyone's kind of averse to. This is a pure, beautiful green, not like an emerald. It's more, think like a true green eye color. I mean, this is like exactly my eye color here. So I can speak from a green, green-eyed gal perspective. That is exactly my eye color there. And I just think that's really what tends to be so unique to see. You don't get a lot of that where it's more like a secondary blue than it is yellow. Let's go back up close. And this is just another angle at it where you see it sitting up on that higher point there. But let's bring it down. It's only $999. So another one under $1,000 that's after 8 different discounts where it started at over $6,000 and now it's just affordable, like $999 affordable. There's Rubellite here, one of the colors of the season. Color change diaspore, another color changing gem. We've got so many gorgeous color changing stones here, and we've got that double conch pearl piece, which is so exotic. And again, I know a lot of you missed out on the one I had the other day and you were very disappointed. I don't know who it was. I don't know if you're out there tonight, but look at that. There's that lighter peach, that beautiful hotter pink together in 2 conch pearls in 1 ring. 1 conch pearl is pretty rare. To get 2 in 1, very, very special. And of course, that beautiful way that it's elongated down the hand. But $9.99 on the cat's eye. And don't forget about that modern take on the amethyst design. Hi, Risa. Happy Friday to you. TGIF. Oh, Robin, that's sweet. Actually, Robin, I don't know if you'll be all that surprised to hear this, but I actually have a peanut pendant. I've been wearing it every single day. I just don't wear it here on the air, but I actually have one. And it's Kenneth J. Lane, if anybody remembers Kenneth J. Lane. Kenneth J. Lane's has been one of the best in costume jewelry, and I have. So it's not fine jewelry, but it is, it's really cool, and it looks really, really realistic, and that is something I actually have, Robin, so that's very sweet. And hey, Tracy, hey, Renee, hi, guys, hi, Carrie, hi, guys. All right, so let's move on. Yeah, any questions on amethyst or cat's eye? Oh, don't tell me you're already selling the bags. Okay, are you telling them to wait? Okay, all right, I like that. That's what you said too? Okay, wait, okay, you can wait. In about it's about 46 minutes from right now. I synced it up. 46 minutes if you're looking to like set those alarms, as we used to say, synchronize the watches. Who invented that term? Was that like one of the movies? Was that like the James Bond? Was it James Bond? I don't know. I've never seen a James Bond movie. I don't know. But I will tell you this. If you're synchronizing anything and you want to be here at the top of the hour, we're going to wait. And currently, we're holding off on those. So yes, otherwise they would actually be sold out before I even get to present them to you because obviously just looking at them and hearing the price tag, you'll be very, very excited. So anyway, those bags are coming up top of the hour, 46 6 minutes and 30 seconds. All right, let's take a look at the cat's eye. That one's here. We still have jewelry though. We got some great jewelry buys too. We can't let the bags take center stage, even though they are center stage here, literally with me. But take a look at this. This is my Rubellite. Okay, satin finish, mirror finish, all in platinum, 8780 on the Rubellite. That is a true Rubellite as well. You know me, I'm very particular about, well, can't call the pink tourmalines a Rubellite. It's got to actually be that real hot, saturated, like think hot pink meets red. Kind of like what Mahenge spinels do, but still even a little bit more of a glow to them. That is our 1 carat even on the Rubellite, 6 points in the diamonds, which are burnished into the satin finish side of the ring. And that is going to be a one only as well. Well, you guys aren't loving the $9.99 price. And I don't know of anyone else who can make a piece of jewelry $9.99 today if it's made in anything, whether it's even sterling, platinum, or gold, but I'm doing it. So again, I think we're all like hanging out, ready for holidays, thinking about the end of the year, fast approaching, because here we are nearing the mid of the month of October here. So it's time to start thinking about values and get the values while they're here and while you can, because obviously I was just having someone ask me yesterday, well, what do the fine jewelers do as gold goes up? What are the establishments that, the ones I know of, the big design houses on Rodeo, what do? They literally just have a computer system that ups the price and changes it by the day as it needs to for, to accommodate. And we're doing exactly the opposite. So again, you see here, this is platinum, of course, but we've got values that are, platinum's pretty expensive too. So take a look at this. We've got our platinum. I'm going to try it on for you. It's our Rubellite one only. It's the only Rubellite I have at the show unless you want to ask for something specific, but here's what it looks like. And boy, is that on. I'm always surprised when we know platinum's dense, but I'm so impressed with the feel, the weight, the heft of the platinum rings. And we obviously, going for all out here. Quality, and more. And there you see that satin finishing juxtaposed with the mirror finish on the other side. And we're going to make this even better. How about $888? Really make it interesting here. Go even lower for you right now. And that'll be that. So a first call, a situation. And here's the other way, which gives you a little bit more of a direct view right into that Rubellite to also check out the clarity, which is usually lacking in a tourmaline, especially as they go more rare. So if anything sounds good, the double pearl, the double conch pearl colors, if you want to see that big aqua, I'll tell you the best values here are the conch pearl, the double conch pearl I've been showing you, and the amazing aqua. The aqua that is also in the saddle piece. That is very, look at that. That's the saddle, That's going to be under $10,000 some way, somehow. I don't know how. To be honest with you, that's a mounting we probably won't see in the future ever because of the massive size of gold it takes. But it's here tonight at a discounted price because listen, if it's a piece especially that wasn't made today or in the last few months, well, there's, we got full rights to just mark it on down for you, right? No problem. So if you like the Rubellite, $888 instead on that one. And then we're going to go opal. I'll just flash in an opal here. Is a great looking black opal. That's a good stone. It's actually got a true like deep midnight blue base color with the greens. I've got a diaspore that is the most affordable in our color changing diaspore variety. Look at that. Ooh. Now, wait a minute. Do you remember when we had those moonstones the other day that blew everyone's mind because they were so shimmery, rainbow-like? They had all those different colors. I mean, if only I had 100 of those. We needed them. But this is similar in that you see what's happening here. It's got, I know we expect really good diaspores to have more than just one color because, of course, it's a color-changing stone. But here is where you're seeing you're seeing hot pinks. You're seeing vibrant pinks and blues and greens and purples. And yet it almost looks a little bit like those great moonstone colors we were seeing, but inside a diaspore, which, of course, is a color-changing stone. So there it is, super clean. That's one of our, I have shown you the best example of cat's eye, and I'm showing you the best example of diaspore. And this is up there with those really high-end 10-carat museum stones that sold the other day. Remember those? Well, here's 1125736. I had a wheel of diaspores. They were completely gone in an instant. And there were 3 different kinds. They were all over 10 carats. Maybe this makes it a little more wearable in that this one's 272. And then it also has that 13 points in diamonds. And then a lot of customization to this different style because you see the cutouts. Now, everything is going to be like a chevron down the sides, then the cutouts, almost like cutouts and leafy-like patterns there. And you see here, same thing happening. Now, that's not it. It also lifts it up from the side profile, kind of like the profile we were seeing in our amethyst, but about bringing it up off the hand a little bit and giving some interest to the wearer as well from an angle you usually see. Now, there is seriously one of the best and brightest. You see it. Greens, bright greens too. Like forget about kiwi greens. Usually kiwi green is the best, but that still implies a little bit of brown green. This is really where it's a bright green. Think of that. I mean, you see right there. And then purples, it looks almost shimmery or iridescent. That's really the color change trying to take place. before it's even in the proper light to do so. So you've got 272, this outstanding piece, total collectible here. Shall we try something crazy? I mean, it's obviously a night where we just want to see great pieces go. Here's what it looks like on the hand for you. An amazing piece, look at that. And this is the side profile I was telling you about. Boy, that looks good with the yellow diamond bangle. I mean, I would dare to say everything looks good with the yellow diamond bangle. And do you see why I thought those were 1 carats? I mean, if you're probably going, what do you mean? They have to be 1 carats. Look at the size of that. And I don't have a teeny tiny wrist at all. So you see there, I mean, I'm not a tiny little person. So this is really where, again, you see how really outstanding those stones are. I mean, I can make any piece of jewelry look small, and that bangle has got a lot of importance to it. So specialty all day. It's coming up tonight. That is not something you have to wait till Saturday or Sunday for, but look at this diaspore. And now it's giving more purples. Now it's giving pinks. We're going to blow it out right now. It's better than, I got to do better than $44.99. I know this is up there with those really fine high-end museum stones. We're going to take it a lot lower than $4,000. Come on in. Top of the hour of the bags. There are 8 of them to go around for the entire country. 8. Not enough, I can tell you that. When I first debuted them, we had hundreds go. So we had also more colors to choose from. So that's where, but the good news is the bestseller and the one everyone seemed to like the best is still here. But 4 and 4, taupe or multi or get both. But top of the hour they will be here, and then we'll say goodbye to those. That'll be our last presentation on them ever. And that's all we've got. No reorder on that. But here we are, instead of 4,000, 3,000, 2,000. This is one of the most shining, shimmering diaspores you could ever get. And we'll take a look at it one more time. It stays in the yellow gold, and we'll make this one $999. That's a first caller situation as well. So $999, that is it. And then let me know who's got it. We still have the Rubellite, the cat's eye, and the Amethysto. So any of those you'd like. Plus we'll get you, if you're a designer lover, not only are you going to like our bags coming up in about 40 minutes, but you're going to really like the earrings that I have to debut tomorrow on the show. What fun are those going to be? And then we have a big yellow diamond special on Sunday as well. Yellow diamond necklace, big yellow diamond over a ½ carat in a classic station style. Talk about giftable. And then if you're a lover of fine diamonds and unique styles of earrings, I should probably pop these on. They are so incredible. And we have the most amazing diamond wraparound earring. Let me just show these to you because they're so unique to anything we've ever done. And it's 5015, and they're also 18 karat gold. I'm going to set one down for you. And this is that, you know, the front facing hoops we sometimes talk about. Let me know on the diaspore at $9.99. Look at this earring though. And I'm going to leave the backing on because you're going to see, okay, let me zoom back so you can see the whole thing. It's 1125015. So 5015, and wait till you see these. The combination, and I like that. Just seeing there for a moment, you can see the different height and dimension, but this is what they look like upright. They all look like marquise cuts. Not a one of them is a marquise cut. There are no marquise in the earrings. And this is the oversized backing. Let me just take that off for you really quickly so you can see that. That's an oversized backing. Now, why have that extra loop? And of course, you just saw that 750 flash. That's because they're 18 karat gold. So this is very helpful because instead of a regular butterfly backing, you can't do an omega style with this hoop style like this. So instead, they do that oversized hoop. They put in that extra loop here you see because that really helps stabilize it and keep the earring actually from doing any kind of falling forward when it's on the ear. So 18 karat gold, this is what we call a front facing hoop because everything is indeed front facing, but then it's got that little curve on purpose. So it really looks like when they're on, it's going to look like it loops around your ear and connects in the back. So I'll show that to you in a moment, but it's 18 karat gold. Now these are the carat weights. We break it down, 172 on the baguettes, 81 points on the rounds. Grand total, 253 in amazing white bright diamonds that do that. And I know they sometimes pick up a little bit of glare here, so they sometimes look darker, but these are incredible. Now, let me also get you a look from a distance away on the hands so we can give you a measure here. Then we're gonna see one on as well. So they are almost like a teardrop shape, marquise cut looks, but made up of baguettes and rounds. Does that all make sense? So here's the size, oh my, 1.25 inches, I'm gonna call them from top to bottom. And then there's a left and a right design because they're different. So there have to be 2 separate molds made. So this one's gonna go on the right side, and I know it's backwards on TV because that's how TV works. But let me just show you one on. It's gonna be a lot easier to see. And I didn't take all my other earrings out, so I may have to do that. Yeah, and what you want to do is put the backing, actually twist it so you don't see that backside. I wasn't actually putting that on with any kind of notion of that, but let's go ahead and you know what I'll do? I'll switch it up real quick so you don't have to see the backing, because that's not the point. You're going to put that basically where any position where you can't see it. So I'll just twist that around, but that's what's going to help keep it so taut on the ear. So now we can take a look again here, and again I'm showing you now that's better. So you can really see all I did was twist that loop of the backing, but that's what's keeping a bigger earring all really done perfectly. Now you can adjust them as you want. You can go a little bit further like this if you want to. If you want them to sit more out, it really is just kind of a piece that you wear as you like. But this is where, again, everything, it's still like a hoop style, but instead of a hoop going this way, we're only going to see so many diamonds at a time. They're going this way. So that front facing is really ingenious design, and they look so really fantastic, don't they? They're a phenomenal idea. And there's only one pair. They're a huge discount. I know they used to be $12,999, because when you start to get bigger baguettes and round brilliants, and you start putting them together to make this look of a bigger shape, they get really pricey. We know how important baguettes are. Well, these are going to be extremely affordable. They're coming down in price lower than they've ever been before, when obviously 18 karat gold should be up. And that's another nice thing about the earring, is that they are 18 karat gold. So always important on an earring, more so than anything else, I would say. But we'll take another look at them close up here and give you a great idea. Now I'll take that backing away, because I think we get the idea of the backing here. Just wanted to show you how it's a nice oversized, to say the least, on the butterfly backing, so that they can still be extremely wearable. And we're going to make them better than even $10,000. Huge savings already? You have seen nothing yet. Welcome into, well, this is like holiday glamour mode. This is the earring you're going to have. It may not be your every single day, but it could be, or it could be your holiday special. It could be when you're dressing up, when you're getting all dolled up, and you really want to have something amazing that everybody is noticing. And look at the way those pick up the light. Very subtle movements here, and yet you cannot keep those baguettes from doing that mirror-like shine. And we're going to make it better than 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,000. This is quite a value already. $253 in diamonds, all that incredible gold. They don't feel heavy at all, so please don't worry about that. If you're not used to a bigger earring and you know that, well, even when I dress up, I still want them to be comfortable, of course you do. You got to look good and feel good. You got to feel good to look good. You really do. So here's what I'll do. Instead of $49.99, they're going even lower. There's one pair, they're in white gold. That's it. They can go right out to you on Monday. But this will not be $4,999 either. And look at that. The shimmering quality of those stones, second to none. That's why we love our baguettes, and I'll make it better than even $4,000. Let's go $39.99. Only one pair. That's it, though. And you will never see them again, because we would love to melt those down and use that 18 karat gold if needed. But instead, I'd say one call is going to get them tonight, and that's because you're saving so much. We're saving you, I mean, think about it. You are saving about $9,000 on the pair of earrings that you see right there, and there is just that one. So let me make sure you see the other one, just in case you're wondering, well, is there another one? Yes, there is. So let me go ahead and take that one off here just to show you there's that matching, and there's that gorgeous design in earring number 2. So left and right design, yes. Oh, good. Who got the diaspore? Thank you, Janice. All right. She's an early bird with us. I know she picked up something yesterday early, didn't she? I think it was the, hopefully it was the same one. But $39.99 on that gorgeous earring. And let me know. Jason, did you pick something up earlier, or are you just also waiting on handbags? You're waiting on handbags. Oh, Andy, you gotta, can we go back there and weave some together and make some more bags? We're going to need a whole lot more than 8 bags, aren't we? We're going to need a lot more than that. But anyway, it's good. It's good. It's a Friday night. It's a special way to celebrate this day. I can't even believe it. I've made it all the way through National Handbag Day till 5:30, and I haven't gotten a handbag yet, and I'm certainly not getting the Straightsia bag, that's for sure. That's not going to last very long. So here we go, $39.99. All right, next up, let's get to that opal. This is a platinum setting style with our opal. I flashed this moments ago. There is definitely some urgency here, and we've got a big opal. It is 4308, and it's platinum. That is a 1 carat even stone, 50 points in diamonds, and again, a little combo here of the baguettes and the rounds together. That is one of those intense stones. It's awfully nice to see, isn't it? The intensity of that color. Most black opals, people often ask, why are they called black opals? Because they usually are either a little bit lighter with no actual discernible base color, or they're actually going to be mostly blue. Now this is still, think of it as like a deep, richer blue color, but then it's got these brighter greens, because to show up, if you still want a deeper base color stone to have the show up of the other colors, meaning that brightness and that beautiful, kind of like an intense neon glow that this one has, you have to have some powerful play of color. That, of course, is the phenomena we know of for opals, so we understand that that's what we're looking for here. It's a phenomena unlike you talk about diaspores, which change color. You talk about other stones like the chatoyancy we had earlier. That, of course, is a cat's eye. This is different, but opals are known for play of color. Now, we'll have a fire opal later, which is beautiful. It's October's birthstone, too. So if we have any birthday celebrations going on this month of October, well, you've got a fantastic way to get a very rare variety of your birthstone, and one with some very intense colors to it. And a first caller situation on this one, of course. And take a look, and there's still some red. I don't know, you guys are probably thinking, oh, that's picking up her dress. No, it's all just coming from the core of that stone. There's a little bit of an orangey red glow as well, so it's almost like a little fire opal within. But they're bigger bezel set diamonds. They're nice. They're actually kind of like a bezel prong. Kind of got a dual setting there, and I love that it almost looks like a bow. Little feminine detail there, not too overly girly, but just something, you know, nice and designer there. And we're going to do this one for $9.99 first caller. And remember, got to pick up these values. I know there's a lot of people that join us much later in the evening on a Friday especially, but you're here to get the early bird specials. And boy, are you going to be glad you are to get those handbag deals we've got coming up. Everything else that I'm going to show you. It's really an important night to pick up something you love, because nobody's able to do $9.99 anything in fine fine. So it is $9.99 and the ultra of the fine jewelry category. Let's get to the big aqua, because that has been like our big, hot, requested stone of late, has been all about the aquas. And it's 112-7362 coming up right now. A mounting that if you need it for the mounting, I wouldn't actually, I wouldn't dissuade you at all if you wanted it for just the mounting, because this is a mounting you're not unlikely to see ever again. Simple as I can make it, look how wide it is. This is the original saddle ring, something that I'll never forget when it first came out, and the headlines it made with our TVON viewers, because it was just, holy moly, what on earth. They have gone overboard on diamonds and gold here to really make one of the biggest and boldest styles we've ever created. Still is. And now, just with everything going on, it's going to be tougher to make a style like that and not ask for $30,000. So let's take advantage of this huge markdown tonight. It's our 404 oval. And when you see this one, I know we're kind of moving it around as we do to show you the shimmering quality and the clarity of the stone, but you see here the inside, the finishing, how it's going to be a silky, smooth, glide right on the finger. You know, this is a bold style. So a lot of you might be concerned with comfort, wearability. I don't know if I've ever heard as many compliments on the comfort of a ring any more so than this particular style. And that is because I think it's always surprising to a lot of people, even though you hear me say it, to understand how comfortable this is on when it is so wide a ring, as you see here from side to side, but it's going to taper nicely in the back. So you can see here, you don't need to worry about that factor. It's going to taper nicely, but it's more about the inside, how it's built from the inside up that makes it so impressive. And it's our 404. Now it also has 104. Now, sometimes we go with this wider style and we put a little teeny tiny stone. That's where you get more diamonds, because you're filling up basically from the outside to the inside. So if it's a 1 carat stone, you have more diamonds filling in that gap. You have a little bit lesser diamond weight because this one's got such a big stone. So we just need to start the diamonds where the stone ends, if that makes sense. Now, it's in white, yellow, or rose. Are we really gonna? Okay, well, the good news is I don't think you're gonna wanna change it to the yellow or the rose, but you can if you insist. So if you absolutely must, you can do it in the yellow or the rose, and that is free of charge. Let's make sure that's clear, because that is not an easy mounting to make. So I'm just going to maybe assume that the mounting is already here and made up and ready to go, but we are not making it going forward. So that's really the key here to remember, is that we are not going to be, because again, I think a lot of us would kind of, I think we might be shocked if we see a ring that you know and you've seen before, and all of a sudden one day, you know, you're used to seeing for $99.99, and then one day it's $39,000. You might say, okay, wait, that's a little more than I was expecting. So there are just certain styles, especially these bigger, bolder ones, that are just going to be discontinued. We'll just create new or something unusual or something different for you, so that you don't have to, you know, obviously worry about $39,000 to pay for a piece like that. But that's what it could be going forward. So it's a time to pick it up if you love the big aqua. This is an incredible value. I know that, I think my emerald cut, just for the record, the emerald cut that everyone was was talking about last night. I think it is still here. So the emerald cut was in platinum though. So if you want to go even higher end with the metal, you're going with the gold here. And we are making this incredibly affordable. It used to be $17,999. Please don't wait to get on the phone lines here. It would be wise to just dial in as soon as you see something you like. I say that all the time and you guys never believe me. And then sure enough, the price comes down to what nobody was expecting and they go. And everyone wonders, how did I miss out? You got to call in early. There's people from all over the country watching that all understand a value and want one more now than ever before. I think there's going to be even more, I would say, urgency to what we do here, just because we're going to have more competition on the lines for you, because there are more people who are looking for a value in jewelry. We're not going to give up on jewelry. We're not going to just say, let's not own fine jewelry. We're not going to say we're done collecting. There are certain pieces and occasions and still gifting moments and things like that where you just need to know where to go and who's going to hook you up with the value. That's really what it is about, is who's going to give you the value you want, so that as everyone else and those prices go soaring up to a different kind of stratosphere, you still have the values that you insist upon and that you've known us for a long time. So here we are, 17,000. No, it's not even $79.99. No, we've got $10,000 off so far and keeping that going. Friday night is here. Welcome to the weekend. So glad you're with us. What a weekend we have in store for you. And it's all kicking off now. And we are 25 minutes away from the last look at our Streetsia bag and that amazing, amazing handmade, hand-woven lamb leather, should be $10,000 or more. Incredible bag. But again, that's in 25 minutes. We've got jewelry first, and let's make this even better than 79, 69, 59. Come on in. It's the big aqua, and it is going to go. So this is incredibly important. You've got to call me, and white gold, I would recommend. Yellow or rose, no problem. Free of charge to change it. It's on the hand. One more time, I couldn't help myself, because I want to show you one more thing. How it looks not only on the ring finger, but the middle. And then I'm going to move it on over to the index finger as well. And please let me know that if that's what you're waiting on, that big, gorgeous yellow diamond bracelet, it is still to come in the show tonight. Not waiting for that one, but there is the aqua. Boy, that even works on an index finger, doesn't it? It's almost, well, it's bigger than the signet ring. There's not many rings that can do that or say that. So here's your chance. It's not 59. Okay, I was going to do $49.99. Full disclosure, full transparency. But tonight, got to move some jewelry. Tonight, we're going to do some extra values. Tonight is your night to shop. And I will convince you, I will show you, if I give jewelry away, there are enough shoppers that are aware. And you can discard everything you've heard and read, because you are in a safe place when it comes to great values. You really are. You are in the place you need to be, and you can still get the amazing values you love. And this is not going to be $49. It's not even $39.99. So I'm taking a gamble here, taking a big, like, out on the ledge risk to really drop this down to make sure that it goes, because we're not leaving it here, that's for sure. And it's not going to be $39. It is not. This is already, we've seen a number of the 4-carat aquas go in recent days for a price like this or more, and they didn't have this much gold, and they certainly didn't have a carat in diamonds. And yet we're going to make this $2,999. One caller only on that one, and change the gold, get your size, anything you want, and it still goes right out to you. So how about that for a one and only super spectacular aquamarine deal? There it is. So $29.99, and that's going to go. So we'll give it 30 seconds, and then we're on our way. We've still got that yellow diamond marquise cut. Still have that really, really special, the double conch pearls. I know, last night we didn't have a lot of viewers join us till like the last 10 minutes of the show. Tonight's going to be a little different, because this is Friday, and you have heard we got big specials going on tonight. So this is not a time to sit back and wait, okay? And we still have the opal, and we still have that incredible amethyst, and those gorgeous diamond, the front-facing diamond earrings that are so amazing. And oh, I've got a whole earring special tonight. They're studs. For my stud lovers, the studs and the button style, if you like some really pretty yellow diamonds, rubies, or pink sapphires. Yes, it's going to be our diamond and corundum wheel of earrings. So that's going to be happening tonight on the way. And our aqua is verifying now. I might as well bring you the double conch pearls. And maybe you were with me for the big value the other day when I had the whole wheel of discounts on conch pearls. You've got this one. Congratulations. Let's bring it out right now, because this is a stunner. I've never presented conch pearls before I got here to TVON, and they've only been here for the last couple years here. And it's 112-7458, and yet I will tell you right now, these combinations just really make me crazy in a great way. And this is platinum, and you're getting a total of 196 in 2 gorgeous ovals. One's a little more elongated, that would be the lighter kind of peachy pink, and then you have the pinky red, more of a hot pink look there. Isn't that something? And big diamonds, making 1 full carat of diamonds, wrapping and twirling and turning. And you know what's so great about this? Isn't it? It's an organic stone. But it's, as a result, we don't treat them in any way. Of course, they're really rare to find. If you do find one, generally you're not probably going to find one. They're too endangered at this point. But back years past, it would be like if you were absconding with one of these queen conch shells off the beaches of the Caribbean, you were arrested because it was just that endangered. So if you happen to come upon one, it was illegal to actually take possession of that queen conch shell. We take a look at the queen conch shell now to show you the different varieties and why this happens. How can we get you 2 different colors? They're not always one set color. You're going to see that here. So look at the stones that you have, and then look at the shell itself. At least this may not be the exact shell it came from, but you see the variety of the nacre inside the shell. So if we look at the queen conch shell, which I have here for you, a photograph at least, you see the different colors and the different graduated colors of the nacre inside. Can I show you how this looks? And you can see here why some are lighter and some are darker. So it's kind of like you're going to both ends of the spectrum here with these 2 represented stones, okay? So let's take a look at the shell. I think I've got it on my preview monitor, so I think we've got that to pull up. And you can see here, see how the left side is a little lighter, and then the other side, the right side, is more pinky. This is really, like, again, both ends of the spectrum. So love that too. And 196 plus 1 carat in diamonds. All bigger stones wrapping around it. Watch how this elongates. Now, some of you may know that when I had a whole wheel of them the other day, they were incredibly affordable to the point where, well, the one everybody wanted was the other version that was a little bit smaller in size, did not have this kind of wow factor to it. This one's elongating. Don't forget, it's going to be all just a traditional band in the back. So you've got that subtle elongation there for you. And we are so ready. And I got a great value. It's actually under $3,000. So please don't wait on this one because it is going to go. It's one of the most rare and exotic combinations ever. Because again, one is pretty rare. One's really rare. 2 in 1 ring. And normally they're, well, this one was $79.99. That makes about perfect sense to me. One is usually $4,000 for 1 pearl. Here you have 2, all in 1 ring. Don't wait, it's under $3,000. It's better than $29.99. This is one of those that, listen, for my resellers, go ahead. Go ahead. I can't stop a reseller from taking advantage of these types of values because that's what should be happening. But if you are somebody who's a just true collector, you want to have one of the rarest pieces out there, this is the way to go. And 19 minutes to go, 18 actually, 18 minutes and 20 seconds. It's happening. But here we go right now with the double conch pearl, better than 29, 28, better than $27.99 even. Oh my goodness. We're going to make it $2,777. And that is for 1 caller only. And by the way, Jason, who picked up the aqua? Hi, Tammy. Thank you so much. And did you leave it in the white gold? Fantastic. Just what I would have done, Tammy. Well done. All right. And then earring specials coming up. Big bag special coming up 18 minutes away on the bags. The bags, their last call. I would very highly doubt you will ever see a handbag here ever again. I just don't think, I mean, there's only been 2 handbags ever, and I can speak for 9 years. So again, brand new, really important. I can't say brand new. It's the 2nd time ever showing it. It's an amazing value. It might be brand new to most of you who may have started watching since we debuted these incredible workmanship handbags. And if you love really fine, or maybe you're not usually a handbag girl, I'll tell you, really, there's a difference between the ones you buy out there in the retail stores they can still be thousands of dollars, and they're canvas. There's a difference when you get leather, and a difference when you get really good workmanship in leather. These are bags that are not your seasonal, I wear it for a couple of months and I'm over it bag. This is real, like, heritage. And you can see this one, I took the strap off just so you could see it as like a nice oversized clutch, which it's got stuffing in it, but let me tell you, it is beautifully, like, again, kind of, it doesn't puddle. I love that it keeps its shape, but it's still very malleable for you. So it's a great piece to even wear. I love the oversized clutch thing is happening right now. Like, the bigger the clutches used to mean like something you could hold in your hand with, like, just, you know, the palm of your hand. Clutches right now are big. They're oversized. So this bag, and for being as much leather as it has, it is lightweight. It is so cool. 2 straps, wristlet coming with it, the whole thing, 2 colors. Start thinking about which color you want to have. Is it going to be the taupe? Is it going to be a fabulous multi? Is it going to be one of each? We only have 4 of each to go around. I know, 4, not 400, 4. So that's why we're getting excited. But $27.77, you know what would look great with the multicolored bag is this dual color conch pearl ring. And we'll see who's got it. Remember, that is in solid platinum. And diamonds galore as well. Okay, so our big yellow diamond is here too. And we are gonna get to those beautiful designer hoop earrings that are just gold, 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 and big diamonds as well. We also have a fire opal that's brand new and the most gorgeous Imperial topaz. The perfect pink and orange combination. And when you get the perfect blend, look at this. Oh yeah, look at that. That is wild. So that's gonna be here in just a little bit, that best of Imperial. I'm such a fan. And then this one, I don't know if you, but I want everyone to take a look at that. I saw some rainbow elements coming from this blue wing earlier. It is not just red flashes. There's something very special about that round cut we have. And then also, oh, something for the gentlemen. Imperial topaz for the guys. Now, Jason, are you thinking about this double conch pearl or something else? Getting registered for the bags or something else? Okay, black opal from earlier is gone. Let's get to our, wait a minute guys, we're not leaving this here. The double conch pearl piece, I know. The chances of having those people, the folks that missed out on the double conch colors that we had the other day, I know the chances of them being here right at this moment to see this one, probably nothing. But if you are somebody who really admires the rare, the beautiful, the absolutely just truly awesome in every respect, this is the ring you need to have. And it's, again, these are not like little opals. They're organic stones. They're a little different than a pearl because they're coming instead of the mollusk. They come from the queen conch shell. Super endangered, really, really rare. I'd never actually sold one before I got here. So it's just an incredibly rare stone. And to get 2 in one is pretty amazing. And just, I love the softness of the colors. There's just such a beauty about them. All right, let's get to our men's piece. This is the men's Imperial, which we don't see very often. 112.94.38. So the same color we just saw in that ring I previewed is now here either in a lady's ring that likes a nice bold presence, or do you want a classic, heavy, rare and collectible gents piece? We've got 94.38 for you, and it's out of our private collection because that is not the normal color of Imperial topaz, and they're all unheated, untreated. So it's not like we just gave it some extra kind of treating element. No, no, no. It is a true pinky golden. It's got a little more pink and golden than this particular stone. It's 9438. That's a 1 carat Oro Preto Imperial topaz. They're all from Oro Preto. That's the name of the mine. There's only one mine in the world, so it's all going to be from the Oro Preto mine. What they aren't always is mais fino. That's a special distinction and a very important category of quality that means the literal best. That's a Portuguese translation. It's the best. It is the best. I mean, most fine in Portuguese, but again, that means the best. And it's our 1 carat stone with 29 points in diamonds around it and a great finished under gallery. And if you're a gal who likes a bold ring, or you're a gents that like a gents style that's going to have that unusual stone that we rarely see in gents jewelry, here you go. And it can be changed in the gold color. So 1 carat on the center stone, 29 points in the diamonds. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold is your choice. And this is what the finishing looks like. And there you can see a little more of the golden elements that are happening inside that stone, looking at it from there. And you've got, I love it, it's a real ornate undergallery. It's got a lot of scroll work to it. And that is outstanding. We've got one. Let's blow it out. I know, big time rings, big time heavy gold weights. Probably shouldn't discount them. I am. Let's take a look at this. This is what it looks like on the hand here. Great style ring. You can see more pink. It definitely has more like an 80% pink, 20% orange combination to it. And yet 29 points in the diamonds. And of course, a great finishing on the inside. Obviously, we're going to size that for you. We kind of start as a size 10, and then we'll make it whatever you need from there. But there is the stone you're going to get. And there's a brand new price tag on a brand new ring. Should be $8,999. Going lower than that for you. This is the one to own. Let's make it easy. How about $2,999? One of the rarest gent styles I can show you because of the stone, because of that incredible stone. And do we ever have, I'll tell you, the round blue wings here. I also have an emerald cut that's about 14 carats in size. There are just some mighty, mighty fine pieces. Now we also have a ladies Imperial that you I showed you a couple seconds ago. We've got that one with even more diamond weight. It's going to bring you over a carat in diamonds. So stone actually is bigger, the diamond weight's bigger. We could do something wild if you want the ladies version of this. maybe even a his and her set. And by the way, November, this is the original birthstone for November. It got changed to citrine because who could actually get or afford or find an Imperial topaz? But this is where it started. And the idea was, well, let's replace it with something that people can actually find. And they went with the color. But my point is, most of the Imperial topaz, as you probably know, has more of a yellow golden color that is like a citrine. So I kind of, and again, citrine's a much more affordable stone, so I would prefer that if you, even if you're getting an Imperial, I would prefer it not to have just a golden color, when most of them are. Most of them are yellow, golden, orangey combinations, but those look and can look like less important stones, like citrines, like sapphires, and sapphires are an important stone too. It's just a little bit higher end to get something of this kind of rarity here, and we've got it for $29.99, so just one there, and we'll see who's got it. Very rare to see a men's ring in a new assortment, and we've got it. Now follow that up with the fact there's an Imperial topaz ladies ring that has just maybe more of a 70-30 pink to orange golden. Look at that, wow. Very pretty stone for the gals. We're gonna go bigger on the diamond weight, bigger on the gemstone weight, and let me know who's got this one at $29.99. Watch this. This is the ladies version. It's not lacking much on the gold. It's giving you even larger in this private collection Imperial. This is 9439. And that would be the 111. 111 stone and 101 in diamond weight. So you're getting an upgrade in both the Imperial Topaz Center and also the diamond weight. And it's still fully finished, just like the gents ring was, but covered in diamonds. This is the inside finishing. It needs rhodium. I'm not sure why every piece does, but it does. If you do choose to go with the white gold. If you want yellow gold, if you want rose gold, you have that choice. You certainly do. You have that choice as well. Let me know who's got the gents Imperial. That should be gone. Everything should be gone. We have a lot of important pieces. Double conch pearl should be gone. The opal Jason picked up, so that is gone. We are verifying on a lot of pieces from this first hour, which is almost coming to its conclusion. Of course, don't forget, we have the handbags coming up in 9 minutes, so we're very excited about that as well. But right now, it's about the Imperial. I'm just going to give it away because we have 9 minutes to go until the handbags light up the lines. And no, I'm not going to have a handbag for everybody watching. That I know. I'm a little bit reluctant to even show them at this point because I know how many people I'm going to upset who won't get one. But again, that's why I'm letting you know they're coming up in 9 minutes. Get ready. If you're not registered, go ahead and do that now so that's done, because you want to be sure. I mean, honestly, they're going to go so fast. They would be gone before the registration process is even completed. If you're already registered, you're good to go. That's when, again, we'll open the phone lines for the bags in about 9 minutes, but they are so beautiful. And there's only 4 of each, so decide which one you like, because if you're waiting on the phone lines to make your choice on which one you prefer, it might be too late. So again, we've got the taupe, which is kind of like, it's gray meets olive green. It really, I think it's reading properly on the camera, but it's just one of the most unique and unusual colors, and looks very chic, and of course, very perfect neutral for fall and beyond. And then of course the multi, which it's dazzling. That looks like a $12,000 handbag, and it should be. Let's talk about this one. Imperial Topaz coming up now. The ladies Imperial. As we showed you the gent style, what do we get the gent style down to $29.99? Well, this makes sense. This one's over. Here we go again. Love that I'm getting rid of the whole $79.99 thing. Got to go lower than that. So here's what I will do. Instead of 7, 6, we got a couple minutes till the top of the hour and the handbags will be here. So this is not a time to say, I'll just wait. Oh no, the values are here now. We got a running start today on this show. We are giving away jewelry, and this is, do you understand how rare this is? This could be in a museum on its own, on display, just the stone. Could be seriously in a museum display right here and now. It could just be sitting there on a museum, like the spotlight. Can you imagine the bulletproof glass, the halogen light, maybe 3 or 4, the extra cameras around it, all focused and trained on this very stone, because that's how high end this is. And yet it's not going to be 69. 59, 49, 39. I'm giving it away, and we only have a few minutes left to go. As a matter of fact, 7 minutes to go till the handbags are here and then gone. So again, last chance on this Imperial, and yet big diamond weight you're getting as well. You've got the really, I mean, think about this. This ring with that Strizia multicolored bag. Oh, that's all you need. All you need. Forget the new wardrobe for fall and winter. Just this ring, that bag, done. Can you even stand it? So perfect, and yet this is white, yellow, or rose gold, and it's not $39. This is all. Now guys, I'm asking Literally only $1,000 more than we had the gents ring, and this is a huge upgrade in both the center stone and the diamond weight. Huge upgrade. You're getting like 72 points extra in diamonds. What if we just do this? I'm really curious, and I know we saw the value on the gents Imperial. I'm going back to back on them. We're going to make this even easier. I'm going to put it up for auction. I can't go any lower than $39.99 on the air, at least not out of my mouth, but I will let you price it how you wish. And we're not starting at $39.99. This is the time. Remember, the gents ring was sitting here right now, and it's still here. Let's start this one at $3,500. $35, just to make it a little easier. I can't do that, but you can. We'll start it at $35. We can go in a $10 increment only. You get all this incredible gold. We're only 5 minutes away from the bags. This will be over well before that. And we've got, don't even worry about the increments because you could be the one and only bidder. We had a couple auctions last night. We had one and dones. They were one bidder and done. So you just never know. And again, early on a Friday, oof, this and this bag with that ring, stop. It is so perfect, so beautiful together, and rare, 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 rare. You're looking like $1 million. Only the ring probably should be more. And it's not 35. I'm still waiting for the open. Let's get this one a home. And you got to understand how rare these are. They belong in museums. They're so specialty. They're so unique. They're so, I don't know where else. I can't even guide you. I'll tell you all the time. People know this. They'll contact me and say, you know, you don't have what I'm looking for because I need something costume, or I need something designer, or I need something that is, you know, all gold. I'll tell you where to shop. I know where to get it. But this is honestly something I would not be able to guide you on who else is going to bring you an Imperial topaz at all, let alone a Maisfino. You know what? Not even 35. I am determined to get this a home if it's the last thing we do at this hour, and guess what it will be? Let's go $3,000 to start. 3 on that ring. That's the same, well, technically it's $1 more than the gent style that had a smaller stone with a much smaller diamond weight. So I'd say go time is now. Let's take a look at it. We'll give it about, what do you think, 60 seconds to get it started? I think that'll be about right. 3,000. Yes, 3,000 to get it started. Come on in. Any gold you want, you got it. Any size you need, you got it. How about ship to the doorstep for free? Yes, yes, yes. You got it all. Man, that's good. 3,000. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. That's awfully important. 30 seconds left to get it started. Here's what it looks like. Again, there's that inside. Here's what it looks like on. Let's take a look at it this way. Seriously, one of the best pinky goldens. It's more pink than it is golden, which is really rare. Nothing on the open. All right, it's handbag time. I know, 4 minutes to go. So I better get something else ready. Like this one? Hello. Hi, I'm Lauren. What's your name? That is, would you like to come live with me? That emerald cut, wait, let's listen. I think she said yes. Yeah, she wants to come live in my house. That's good. So here's the Imperial one more time. We've still got some people talking about that one. Oh, that Imperial, just an amazing opportunity. $3,000. Nothing yet. Are you getting registered for our handbags, Jason? I think so. We got some new registers. They're getting all set up, ready to go. They're getting ready. 4 and 4. Who's decided what they want in the handbags? Multi, taupe. Just 2 choices. 2 choices. Jason, are you verifying on this ring or something else? You're waiting for handbags? Oh. Oh. Can't say I'm surprised. Okay, no open on this one. We're good. We can go to the tansy. Let's go to the tansy. Hi, Tansy. She mine. Tansy, mine. Let me get the water spot off of it. Technically, I have to give you an opportunity first. I do. It is kind of the rule. If there is a rule, that's the rule. I got to give you a shot at it first. You know what? We have a lot of people that are verifying on the auction. So I don't want to make this a lot of pressure on you. I know we have a couple people. You know what? You're okay. We got 3 people. Okay, 3 people are verifying on the auction. We don't have a lot of time now because I know we're going to be, I think a couple people are on the, okay, a couple people are waiting on handbag. I get it. Here's what I'm going to do. Since we now only have like basically 80 seconds to go till the top of the hour, what I'm going to do, not even, no, we don't even have that. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just make this easy. If anybody wants to go ahead and get it started, you don't need to. I'll give you a better deal. We'll make it $29.99 and we'll sell it because we're running out of time. And I know that I got to be on time with those because everybody's going to want to know, where are the bags? Where are the handbags? Show me the bags. So just $29.99 on this one. No auction needed. We'll just send it out real quick. First caller on that Imperial topaz. Let's just go do it. Just make it happen. Just one. Yep. And let's see who's got it. And then we'll move right along to our handbags. For the top of the hour, the Streetsia 6362, Tony, will be the item number on that Streetsia bag. Streetsia, which literally means woven in Italian. So yes, we're going to have that for you. And then here we are, $29.99. Let me know if anybody wants that one. Joanna, you verifying on this Imperial topaz? Verifying. I know, Jason, you're waiting for the bags. Multi, taupe. What are we liking? One of each? Taupe. The neutral, love it. Tony, I'm going to try to put one on the hand shot, just, so you can see the details too. So I will be zooming that back a ways so we can get that kind of a closer look at the bags. But again, $29.99. Andy, you're waiting on the bags? All right. You got it. All right. Well, we got 30 seconds to go. So 30-second clock on this one, and then we'll get to our bags, which is what everybody's waiting on. I know. I wish we had more. We only have 8 to go around, so it's going to be a little limited. And we've already got a couple people talking about the taupe. So this is the last call on the Imperial. Don't wait too long here. We are ready to go. This is a beautiful Imperial, and boy, that value is meant to just send it out in a hurry in 15 seconds time. And we're going to talk a little bit about my favorite thing to talk about besides sports and besides jewelry. Is what I don't get to talk about that much, at least not on TV. I talk about it a lot in real life, but I don't get to talk about it much on TV. My passion is handbags. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy weekend, happy holiday weekend, and happy National Handbag Day. This is why I alluded to the fact yesterday that I said yesterday that tomorrow's a very important day in my world, and that's because it's National Handbag Day, 10/10. It's a thing, it really is. And so I decided, well, let's see if we have any of these left, because I presented this once, and we have 2 incredible bags, and the item number 6362, and I'm showing you one where I removed the strap, because you see right there, it's actually gonna come with 2 straps. One's shorter, one's longer. We'll talk about that. Also, this is the shorter of the straps, but it's still adjustable. You can adjust it here. These are genuine leather, not just leather, not that stiff, starchy, really crunchy, squeaky, unattractive, leather. I'm talking about like where it has a bad smell to it. You know what I'm talking about. Not that. I would never, if I'm going to bring you a handbag, I've had 2 handbags here in my TVON 9 years. One is the Streetsia bag that we're seeing here, and the other was the $7,000 crocodile bag. That was it. This one is much more affordable. And to be honest with you, it shouldn't be. We have genuine lamb leather. These are this is not a pattern. This is not a stamping. It is not embossing. I am a handbag collector. A lot of you know this. I am going to be opening a museum of my own personal handbag collection. I've been collecting handbags for over 20 years, and not like the typical handbags, just rare, exotic, specialty handbags that are really works of art. They're very rarely carried, and when they are carried, I can't go anywhere because I am mobbed, not because I'm, the girl from TV, but because of my bag. So again, I'm all about a great, unique designer handbag, but knowing also that we love practical bags. Most of the bags that I carry that I'm speaking of are not practical. You can't even fit a phone in them. So they're not practical. This is practicality with amazing style and lightweight for being leather. I want to take you on a tour of it, but there are 2. I got the sizes here, 14 wide, 8 high, 4 deep. That would be really just here, but you can see it's beautifully, and again, this one's got some stuffing into it, but it's it's malleable, it's soft, it's got this, again, I love it. I took the strap off, and I didn't do this last time, because it'd also be a great clutch, because right now, oversized clutches are a thing. So if you want to, give it more of an evening look and just carry it, you can. If you want to, of course, sling it over the shoulder, you also can do that as well, because it's very comfortable. Now, one more thing about these bags. They're going to come with, these are also lamb leather, they're going to come with their individual wristlets that are zip pocket wristlets, which are great to put inside the bag or carry separately if you need to. Let's say this is your daytime bag, and then you want to go out to dinner and you just want to carry the basics, the lipstick, the phone, which it will hold a phone. Watch this. Phone right here. Holds a phone, holds all the essentials, keys, credit cards, cash, and lipstick. And your phone. Those are the essentials in my mind. We do have this great, again, zip top. So each one is going to come with a coordinating. This one goes here, and this one goes here. Forgot which bag I had on for a minute. So this is going to be that taupe. There's the multi. I have 4 of each. So I'm going to show you one up close. 2 straps with each bag. They come with dust bags, because what good designer bag wouldn't have a dust bag? They come boxed, beautifully boxed. let's see, what's that holiday coming up? Oh, Christmas time and Hanukkah are coming up. Amazing gift idea. Anniversaries, just treat yourself because listen, any good gal that knows how to celebrate National Handbag Day, this is how you do it. A treat yourself moment. Let's show you just the details here on the up close of this incredible bag here. So you can see this is literally woven strips of leather, and this is the multi. And operators, will you just let me know? You can scream them out once you've determined and confirmed you've got one of the colors, because we literally have 4 of each, and that is it. And it's all going to be lamb leather. This is literally, they take weeks to make. One artisan, one person puts each individual bag together, because it's one of those that you can't really stop and start, because you're weaving. There's like, this is not individual strips. It's one strip in the case of the teal color, the red colors. There's still that kind of pea green, a little bit of black burgundy, a lot of different colors coming in, even that beautiful chocolatey brown. Those would be singular strips that are then woven through the entire body of the bag. It's got gold hardware, which you really only see on the loops on the side here. Gold hardware that you can use for your straps, and then you put your straps through the top part portion here. It does have a magnetic closure, so it's a flip top or flap top handle, and then it's got the magnetic closure, plenty of room to carry all essentials. And then again, you see how it just found its way because that magnetic closure. So there's the multicolor. Here's a closer look at what we're calling the taupe, which is really truly, I think it's reading properly. It's kind of an olivey tone. Olive meets gray. I would say elephant gray meets olive tone. Yes. 3 multis gone. It means 1 left on the multi. And you have a which one? Taupe. Okay, so we have 3 left on the taupe and 1 left on the multi. And guess what? They're $499. I'll get right to it, because why? We only have a couple left right now. 1 multi left and it will be gone. The multi is the coolest thing. And you might think, well, what's that going to go with? Everything. Everything. And I coordinated it tonight. Why not? But look at that. Any reds. Honestly, if you were wearing just a neutral, black, white, winter white, ivories, oh my goodness, you pop this color with it and the colors. But whatever you wear, if you're wearing that chocolate brown mocha mousse of the season, how gorgeous will this pick that up? There's the browns, the teals. There's a little bit of lighter pink and more red pink, and then a burgundy. Several different tones in the red or pink family. 1 left only at $4.99. Again, 2 straps. Adjustable, longer and shorter, and the shorter is plenty long. Can go over anybody's shoulder or over puffy jackets and coats and vests and things like that. And then again, the wristlets are included, boxed for you, dust bags, everything for $499. That comes inside, so that will go right fit inside for your essentials, or it can be a separate clutch if you'd like. Zip top closure on the wristlet, magnetic closure on the bag front flap. 1 left in the multi. Here is the fabulous taupe. That's this really cool neutral. Like, we don't always do black and white neutrals anymore. We're doing army greens, taupey kind of muted grays. That's what you have here. And it is so just soft and pliable. So how are we doing? Last one on the multi. They're $4.99. It's National Handbag Day. We'll give it 60 seconds and we'll be done with the bag. So I know a lot of you picked them up when we debuted them a long time ago. They are back, but again, this is all we have. And 4 of each is where we started. We now have 1 left on the multi, which is absolutely just stunning. You want a personality bag that's not too much. There it is. This is going to be that color. Look at the multicolor there. Isn't that amazing? The multicolor is really, really special. And again, you will love just the feel of it. This is woven, literally 1 long strip of woven leather that goes around the whole bag. This is also sides. Look at that. I love the way it puckers on the sides there, kind of folds in. It is only solid at the base, at the bottom, because there's more of a structured base. And then look at the back. So there's that. And this is acting as your feet. So we didn't do metal feet. We did those really good. There's enough elevation here, so it's still going to act as your feet to keep it off of like table surfaces and chairs and things like that. But what a beautiful look. Even the very outside, all woven. So much workmanship goes into a bag like this, and $4.99 gets it to you. So we'll just remind you of those throughout the show if they're still available. But again, 3 gone, 1 left, and then we have 1 gone, 3 left on the taupe. So last chance, last call, $499. There's the taupe, which has that, again, if it looks a little bit slightly olive green, it does have a little bit of olive green to it for sure. And then it's like a little bit olive green, but a little more muted, a little bit more true gray green there. So we're calling it taupe, but it's a beautiful style, and it just, again, slings right over the shoulder no matter what. If you like a little long, this is all adjustable, so you've got a lot of adjustable. And remember, there's a longer strap. This is the shorter of the straps, and it's got plenty of length. You've got about, I think it's a 12-inch drop in the shorter. Yes, it is. It's about, yeah, it's a 12-inch drop on the shorter, and then you get a longer strap as well if you, I don't know, it's a little big for a crossbody, but to each their own, whatever you'd like to do. So really cool style. And again, matching wristlet. Could be a separate gift you give. Could be just a way you like to, there's always things we want to conceal in our handbag that aren't just, flying around. So this gives you a little organization. Certainly if you want to keep something a little bit more secure or private, you put it in here and then add it into the bag. Or like I said, take it out on the go. So if you don't want to take your big bag, you take the wristlet with it. And of course, I'm showing you the wristlet that goes with the taupe, and then you've got, of course, your burgundy wristlet for the multi. So really just a fabulous piece. I would not steer you wrong on a bag. And I'll tell you, the response when we first brought these was so exciting because there were so many of you just thrilled to get something as quality as we do in jewelry, but in something as an accessory for a handbag for you. But the response, and incredibly lightweight. I know a lot of people shy away from leather bags these days because they're just too heavy. This is not, and I'm someone who's very particular about that because I carry a lot. Obviously, I carry a lot of stuff, especially to work, just because you got to carry a lot of things. But there's your size perspective on it, so you can really see what that's going to look like, and yet easy access in and out. I just love that magnetic closure. Just grab and go. It's exactly what I carry to work every day because I got a lot of things I got to carry with me. And so nice to have a really good bag that's going to carry all your essentials and more. Slings right over the shoulder, makes it is lightweight because again, we don't want that, that problem where you suddenly feel like, why is my shoulder hurt at the end of the day? Probably because you're going to be carrying around a heavy bag. It's not that kind of heavy, stiff leather. Land leather is really feels amazing. So here is that taupe again. Last chance, last call, and that's it, guys. So hopefully for a little celebration, we got more jewelry on the way. I just wanted to show you something that was kind of cool that we had once before that we thought you might like here tonight. So our last call there, tell your operators what you'd like, and don't forget they make great gift ideas too for any handbag lovers in your life. And if you know that, Bottega, whoever that, charges $10,000 and $12,000 for bags that look just like this, you can experience that same kind of quality and that same kind of woven workmanship for your very own, but for $499, and that's not an easy price point to get in today's leather bag world. All right, so coming up, don't forget we have this yellow diamond bangle on the way as well. This is our yellow diamond marquise cut bangle. I've been wearing it and getting a lot of questions about this already. Tonight, we've got our yellow diamonds that look like 1 carats. They are not, but that's the bezel for you. The bezel is going to allow this bangle. We're going to do this in a little less than an hour. So at the top of next hour, 7 o'clock Pacific time, we'll show you the yellow diamond bangle that we've never had before. I'm going to just go ahead and show you, let's go back to our up close if we can, and I'll show you that tanzanite that's here because I know there's some of you asking about. We got a quick glimpse of this. And again, $4.99 the bags. Let me know. They are thousands and thousands of dollars anywhere else. And yet, and if some people are like, I only spend $10 on a handbag. That's fine too. I don't judge. Not everyone's into handbags. I get that. I've spent ungodly amounts of money on handbags, and but they're special and they're important. And some people collect artwork, and I collect bags. But we all have things we collect. And the fact is that if you're looking for a really good designer leather bag, that cannot be beat as far as the price. Okay. And by the way, did anybody get our Imperial topaz ladies ring from earlier before we had our top of the hour begin? Joanne, did anyone take that Imperial? Joanne? Did anybody take the Imperial topaz from earlier? Okay, gotcha. All right, so Imperial topaz ladies ring is gone. So we can talk a little bit about 112-7324, which I've got an earring special coming up. But I just thought we need to give you a look at this because it's our 14 karat 07 emerald cut. We still have diamond earrings that are designer. They're hoops that are large. We've also got the bangle, which is new. That's next hour. And we have a smaller tanzanite, so don't worry. We also have the round. But here we are with our 14, yes. Really? And don't tell me, did Laura literally buy the handbag for her very first purchase? She did. She just found us. She said she loves handbags, loves jewelry. She can't believe she hasn't met us sooner. Oh, wonderful. And where's she calling from? North Carolina. Okay. So Laura in North Carolina, first of all, from Lauren from California would like to say hi to you. So to Laura in North Carolina, I'm Lauren from Southern California, and I'm very, very, very excited. We sound like kindred spirits because she said she loves handbags and she loves jewelry. And she just made her first. Now, Andy, did she get the taupe or the multi? The multi. Laura, girl after my own heart. Well done and welcome to our show. Thank you so much. And what a great way. Now, it's a rarity. Laura, I'm going to tell you something. You're not going to tune in any other day and see handbags. It's all jewelry, all fine jewelry all the time. But that is a special, just again, National Handbag Day. I had to bring something special out for you. And I'm glad we did. So welcome on in. But take a look at this 14 karat 07. She said, I cannot believe I haven't found you sooner. Well, we're a little tougher to find because we're not that 24-hour-a-day network. But we are here 3 hours Wednesday through Sunday. Okay, so now we've talked 1407, and it's going to be our big emerald cut, 46 points in diamonds on the sides, and yet we have this really dazzling pave work on either side. It's like a trapezoid shape on either side there, and then your Rockstar Blue Wing Block D. I do love this ring. Again, as somebody who's eyeing every tanzanite I can, looking at museum reserves like, maybe now's the time. We all got to have that perspective. We all got to really look carefully at anything that's left in museum reserves at this point. We're on the hand, and I better zoom back in so we can see everything we got here. Okay, good. So we've got our, look at that fabulous stone there. Not too large, I wouldn't say. I mean, that's me speaking, so I like a big piece of jewelry, but that is going to be our 1407. So look at the reds coming through now from this perspective on the hand. We're going to take a really big markdown on the $17,999. Got to go lower than that. So we're going to take it on down, give you a great value if you want a 14 karat. Maybe this is going to be that ultra high-end collectible. You know you love a blue wing, but maybe you're ready to get something that's like that ultimate high level for when you really want to go all out, really want to dress up, really want to have the cocktail ring with all the gorgeous color of a Blue Wing Block D. Here you go. Great chance to do it. 17,000. No, it is not. Forget about that. We're going a lot lower for you than even, you know what, even $79.99. There's 10 grand off. Where are you shopping for your tanzanite? Where have you shopped? I think the answer right now is, well, now that I found you, I'm going to shop here because it's a better quality at a lower price. But in previous years past, what have you been shopping? When it comes to tanzanite, do you see $1,000 a carat? Sure. Great value. It would be if we did not exist. Instead of asking for anything around $1,000 a carat, which would obviously put that at over $14,000, we're not doing that. By the way, one left. One left. You can leave it for me if you'd like. You can leave this one for me if you'd like. I got some shopping to do here at 8 o'clock tonight because after all, it is Friday, right? That's how you spend a Friday night. You've worked hard all week. It's time to go ahead and relax a little bit. Nothing relaxes me like shopping. I don't know about you, but this is better than 79. Even better. And wait till you see this per carat price that we have put together for you, because on a 1407, you don't see that very often. I'm not going to ask for $800, $700, $600 a carat. I'm going less than $500 a carat on our museum reserve. Nobody else has it. I'm making that $69.99. Do you realize that's $497 a carat? Plus, well, there's some gold there. There's some diamonds there. We should be adding a lot of extra money in for all that gold and diamond work, and we're not. It's just $69.99, flat out best. And later on, there's a 2 carat. I can't say my 2 carat's going to be any better in the price tag because it's not. As far as the per carat, this is where you actually save more when you get a per carat on a larger size. We understand that everyone's got a budget. And so we certainly do everything in our power to make sure that, yes, even the biggest and best of what we have can still be down to a price point that's going to accommodate somebody's collection and somebody's budget out there. So $69.99 brings you under $500 a carat. Not many people can say that even on the more ordinary, more regular, more light color, lesser saturated tanzanites. All right, party people. We're on to our yellow diamond. We have a fire opal coming up. We have a whole wheel of earrings, beautifully affordable earrings. Then we're going to show you green Paraibas. And we only have an hour and 45 minutes left to go. And yes, the yellow diamond bangle that so many of you are, I get it. I know it is absolutely outstanding. It's coming up at 7 o'clock Pacific time. That's in 43 minutes. So you don't have much longer to wait. And this is what it looks like. Look at now, I'm hoping, I don't know, I'm going to have to figure out a display because I can barely hoist it up for you. It is so impressive. Look at those yellow diamonds. Side to side perfection and matching. All natural yellows, all rare cuts, and all bezel set. This is quite the show, wouldn't you say? You need that yellow diamond bangle, a great ring, just pick a ring, and then one of those bags, and you are just, I mean, think about it. That's what I love about a great bag, too, is that you're showing off your jewelry when you hold your bag. When you carry your bag, like I oftentimes do the crook of the arm. So as you naturally carry a bag, whether you're, crook of the arm, whether you're just holding it as a clutch, you're showing off your fabulous arm candy, whatever your stack looks like, all your rings, you're really showing that off as you carry a great bag. So they should all, nothing ruins the look like a really cheap bag with really great jewelry. I mean, I'm sorry, it's just, I see it a lot. I do I love observing people. I think a lot of us do. I love a good people watching moment. It's probably why I like Vegas so much. Well, mom's there. That's number one. Number two, it's my kind of city. It's 24 hours a day in glam. But other than that, I love the people watching. And again, you see you know what I'm talking about, where you're like, we're in a really good ring. And then you start to wonder, like, if there's that really, really kind of like plasticky handbag or that like nylon or whatever. You're going, then suddenly that beautiful ring is probably like, that's probably CZ's, you know, something like that. It's one of those things. We can talk openly, you know, it's one of those things where you go, kind of the bag and the jewelry, since they're in such close proximity, I love when they just kind of all work together, because, you know, one can kind of ruin the other if they're not all like on that same plane, you know what I mean? It's one of those where you just want to have really good pieces where they count. And that's, you know, we lead with the jewelry, we lead with the bag. I think, you know, bags are taking up a lot of real estate. The bag is oftentimes what people see first as far as our outfit and our accessories. The jewelry is not usually as large as the bag. So usually the bag, nice to have a really nice, you know, glam high-end bag to go with the great glam high-end jewelry. So if you've never tried a high-end bag, this is your chance to do it without the, skip over if you're going, oh no, bags are $100. No, they are not. No, they are. I mean, some are, but like, you know, if you're talking about a brand, or even, you know, think of like the really famous line from France that, you know, they're not even made in France anymore, but the French line that's got the initials of Las Vegas, you know, that does canvas, and just a little leather trim, and they're, you know, $3,000, $4,000 for the most basic tote that everybody has. And it's like, okay, but that's canvas. So to get leather and not spend $3,000, pretty fab. Let's take a look at this. And you know, quiet luxuries now, where it's not always about logos, not everything has to scream logos now. The look right now is, if you really want to, like, you know, look luxury, you don't need to have big, bold monogram logos. Sometimes it's about, you know, quiet luxury is about, you can tell it's high end and tell it's good materials and tell it's really, you know, status, but you don't need to have blaring, blasting logos. So, you know, that bag really is, it really is something special. But here's our big marquise, 112-8832, because, well, the bangle, the ring, you see the theme going on. Two incredible marquise yellow diamond pieces, and again, one left. Soon that multicolored bag is going to be off the set, because there's only one left. Unless, Jason, are you getting the last multicolored bag? Okay, because I know we have, remember, there's a lot of people, it's Friday night after all, and it's only 6 o'clock out here on the West Coast. And so most people aren't home from work or dinner, let alone shopping, and with the TV on. So things get busier at 7:30 tonight, so make sure you get the bags, because I'll doubt they'll be here when everyone starts to tune in. But here's our 101 in the marquise. Now, one more thing about this ring, it's all 18 karat solid gold, 18K. It's a 101 yellow diamond center, 16 points around it. That would be that initial halo. And then look at the white diamonds. It's not just rounds. Again, I dispute this, 25 points in diamonds. Well, look, there's really big trillion cuts on each side. There's just no way. That's not a 25-point diamond weight. I don't know what's left out, but it looks like the big trillion cuts are completely left out of the equation, because at least 25 points is in that outer white diamond halo. So I think we're getting a lot of extra diamonds that you're not paying for, that are not listed, that are free, which I love that idea of any diamonds for free, I'll take it. And we've got 18 karat solid gold, just one only. Total weight here of overall, it's 142 in diamonds. Think about how perfectly, and yes, there are times in life when sometimes maybe it's not, I know a lot of us would love to buy like a piece of jewelry every day or every month or every year and just kind of space them out. Sometimes opportunities come along where you know you got to act at that moment. Otherwise, when are you going to see marquise yellow diamonds that you can match up as a collection? Tonight is that night for the bracelet and the ring. I rarely have marquise cut yellow diamonds. Tonight is your night to get them. Take a look at this. This is the diamond ring, and this is 142 total, and I'm thrilled to bring it to you right now. There goes my tanzanite. Oh, whose request is that? I got it. Christine? Christine wants to see. Now, did she see this last night? Okay, good. All right. Just want to show it, Christine. We'll show that next. And Jason, did you pick up a bag or something else? Gotcha. All right, so here we go. This is 18 karat solid gold, white, yellow. You got to see it on. And then I will try to show you the ring and the bracelet all at the same, look at this. There they are together. Now this one's coming up in about 35 minutes, and this ring, they are matching, because you still have yellow gold and white gold here, yellow gold here on the bangle. The bangle's brand new tonight. Here's the ring. Let's go ahead and get you a major, major value here. The ring is going to be one of our best, and it's so designer. And again, you got to be getting more diamonds than what is represented on that screen. So huge value coming your way, and let's take it on down. Even lower. Cannot get enough of this. And all we got to do is make sure just one caller gets it. It's going to be first. So if you love it, you already want to dial in, make sure you're ready to go, because this is going to be so much more affordable than you could ever imagine. I'm doing better than the $7,999. You got a big old value here right now. And the very first caller is going to get it for less than even 7, 6, 5, or 4,000 big 1 carat diamonds, especially in a marquise like this. Not easy to get a hold of. Definitely not what I would call affordable. We just saw the big trade show, right? The big one right before the fourth quarter starts, when retail is all in full swing for holiday gifting. It's the biggest trade show of the year. It's in Hong Kong every September, and yet there were individual 1 carat yellow diamonds that were going for $22,000. This is a 101 set in 18 karat gold with big white diamonds on the sides of it and big white diamonds in the halo, and we're doing better than 39. Better than that. We've got one. It is truly your moment to say, yes, I will make this just $2,999 only. And that is, if you've watched any of the last couple of weeks, you know I've had 1 carat diamonds, and they've all been $3,500 and more. And they weren't as specialty. Why? They were not marquise cuts. They were in 14 karat gold as opposed to this 18 karat gold design you're getting. And that is why this one's so important to take advantage of now, because obviously $29.99, not a price tag we can see going forward, and it's designer. You've got that beautiful classic, whether it's going to be that wedding set, that engagement style, or just a right hand ring. Honestly, the elongation of the marquise, I think, adapts it well to even, middle fingers and index fingers as well. If you want to wear a ring in a more unique way, you can do that too. But $29.99, only one. All right, Christine's got a request, 1125038. This is a designer necklace I flashed last night, and it's 18 karat gold as well. So we'll start with it on the hand because it is a large scale heart, and it's an asymmetrical design that is all attached to the chain. So it's a full necklace instead of getting a pendant that you have to supply your own chain, because right now that's asking a lot. Supplying your own chain is not going to be easy or affordable to do. Now, I do have, you see there's a little charm end cap, lobster claw closure. This is a heavy gauge because it's a larger scale. So when you have a larger pendant or centerpiece, you usually do want to have a bigger chain. Otherwise, it can look a little off, where you're not seeing necessarily the proper representation of the size. So it's really important. Now it's going to be 18 inches in length. We have a full carat 12 in the baguette diamonds, and then you've got another 32 in the round. So it's 144 overall. I know you're probably saying they look like individual emerald cuts and pear shapes and different. They do. They sure do. It looks like you have marquise cuts and ovals and emerald cuts all mixed in. It's the beauty of this designer who actually melds together different cuts and then puts them together like so. This is so important. These are very expensive normally, which is why we're having to sell them out for pennies on the dollar of where they should be. Let's take a look at it on the neckline, because I like to do that as well, and then I'll measure it for you so you can get another look. There it is against the neckline, actually through a skin tone there, so you can see some of that open work. Here it is against a color, so you can see how it's still, no matter what, over fabric, on skin, doesn't matter, looks amazing. And it's always going to sit just perfectly. I mean, there's never going to be any, it's not a bail that's going to, slide the chain where suddenly the closure is what you're seeing. And by the way, a little adjustability here. It looks like we have 16 inches as well. So if you use that shorter length and that smaller O-ring, then basically you're going to have that little drape of chain down the back of the neckline as well. So it looks like all huge individual stones that you have. And we go back to the hand here, and then I'll take it close up as well so you can really admire how this is made. Obviously, it's going to be one I got to zoom back on a ways, but take a look at this just to see what it's all about as far as that design. I'm going to hold it like so for a minute because this one's going to be really tough. There's no actual bail. So let me just show you exactly how this one looks from a distance here so you can see. I'll try to just hold it upright so you can see what this looks like with those different shapes that are all created by the baguettes and rounds. So nothing but baguettes and rounds, when it obviously looks like much more. And we're going to do something incredible. 18 karat white gold only, goes right out to you on Monday. You'll have it a few days after that, and it's no longer, wow, $12,999. This is why it doesn't get on the air much. If you'd like it, I'm blowing it out, only $29.99. For 18, and that is a lot of 18 karat gold. There's that little charm designer end cap. That's your lobster claw closure. It is a really substantial diamond cut Rolo link chain as well, and that is just fabulous. One more time on the hand it goes. Talk about a piece that is not like your average heart-shaped jewelry. It's got a presence to it unlike anything else we really bring. And it's amazing. 144 overall in your diamond weight there. An outstanding piece of jewelry, it really is. So that's one to consider. I know that's going to be a first caller situation. Love the asymmetry. One side of the heart really large, which is why they've actually anchored it to the chain on that side, then let it be a little bit draped in that asymmetrical fashion for you. Yes, the bangle's coming up in about 31 minutes, so not much longer to wait for that yellow diamond bangle. We'll do something wild on that one, and it's a lot of gold too. It's obviously, we should probably, I don't think we're gonna see too many bangles going forward, but we love what we have put together for you arriving tonight. But this is our last call at $29.99. Look at those diamonds sparkle. So it does. It looks like you collected a whole different kind of category of different marquise and emerald cuts and put them all together in that heart shape. So back to our yellow diamond we go. $29.99 on this one. And so a couple really good pieces for you. So again, last chance, last call on anything you've seen so far tonight with 90 minutes left to go in the show. We got an earring deal coming up next. Looking forward to that. And thanks, Christine. I assume that was Christine. She's going to bow out on that one, right? So that means it's available to anybody else who would like it instead. So don't feel like you have to, you know, like you're stealing it from somebody else. She saw it. She said, thanks, but no thanks. And so we're moving along. Okay, coming up, we've got our big earring special. Could not be more excited about this earring special, especially for those of you that like a button style or a stud. They are here on the way, and we are so thrilled about this. So again, last call on the bags, guys, $4.99. Don't leave those behind, because if you think I'm going to see those tomorrow or the next day or sometime in the future for holiday gift giving, the answer is unfortunately no. No more handbags coming out. This is it. Just this really great, again, lamb leather. If you've never had lamb leather, try it. You will be obsessed. It might turn you into a little bit of a bag snob, and that's okay. Just blame me. Just blame me. Blame Lolo. All right, so we've got a great earring special coming up. I've got 3 different assorted styles of earrings to show you. I'll move this aside. We're going to start with the big ones here. This is the big presence in gold and rubies, and feel very designer thanks to this quattro foil design. And this is our ruby earring. And so, again, happy Friday, everybody. Glad you're with us tonight. So glad you're here. It's always nice to have your company. I have some yellow diamonds that also feel, oh, like a bright princess cut. It's actually 4-round brilliance, but what they do is they end up looking, because of the way they're set together, they end up looking a little bit like a square, which is a princess cut, if you get a square with a lot of fire to it. So this really gives you that princess cut look in the yellows. And by the way, there's going to be a great yellow diamond necklace this weekend on Sunday that's going to have a cushion cut, so that would work really nicely. And then there is my pink. And I would also say, for those of you that picked up the multicolor Streetzia bag, I think either of these earrings, the rubies or the sapphires, would be absolutely divine with your new bag. It would be, wouldn't it? Just a beautiful way to incorporate some pinks and reds that were really the highlight of those great bags with that woven texture. So we have yellow diamonds, pink sapphires. There's a lot of ways to do pink stones, but nothing really higher end than a pink sapphire. So how exciting to have those here in ovals, but then a hexagon style around them. And then also you have the rubies, a cluster of 4. There seems to be a theme going on. Cluster of 4 together, looking fabulous. Then all that gold, the extra way around with a little bit of texture and beadwork to that gold as well. I got 3 different styles. Can we help everybody? I know there's so many people who have given up on me and they're going, not even Lolo could make jewelry affordable these days. Oh, yes, I can. And again, you've got some competition on this wheel, only because there's a lot of people already loving what we're seeing. I'm going to take these down a lot lower than they ever were slated to go. We have literally 88 minutes to go in the show. Not a lot of time. We've got the big bangle, this bangle, the yellow diamond that looks like 11 carats in yellow diamonds. It truly does. It's going to be fabulously priced. It is coming up at the top of the hour, and this is, it's corundum sort of, but we have yellow diamonds too. So yellow diamonds. You've got a really special look here, pink sapphires, rubies, or yellow diamonds, and it's a trio of earrings, and all for your ear to sit closely, not like necessarily drops or anything too advanced, but stud styles, button styles, all really easy to wear. As far as the gold colors, good news. We've got the yellow gold, which is going to stay on the rubies and the yellow diamonds, but the pink sapphires can be changed. So however you like your pink, guys, let's have a real moment here. They're supposed to be on sale, discounted tonight for $2,999. I've been doing this so long, I know that I mean, I could literally just, there's no way I'm going to sell those at $3,000. I know we're not all adjusted to the new world of gold yet. And that is why this is a beautiful thing. I'm going to take them incredibly low, lower than you could make them for. And we know, because we're the manufacturer. Who else manufactures their own jewelry? You might think people do. They don't. Even the biggest designers in the world don't manufacture their own jewelry. Little known secret. It's true. They've got, you know, the other names behind them that nobody knows. There's big jewelers out there, even if it's Italian-made, French-made, Turkish-made jewelry, a lot of it are done by the same factories that just do the stamp of different designers. They stamp. We make our own. It tells me that nobody knows a value on jewelry better than we do, and nobody knows the cost of jewelry better than we do, because we know, because we make it. And the best part is we take all that savings and literally pass it on to you, because there's nobody between you and me. It's just you and me. You are the direct line to the direct factory, which is right here 30 feet away from me. It's behind that camera lens, 30 feet in that direction, and you're in with our bench jewelers. Right here, they're there right now. We could, if I had a camera that I had portable, I could take you there. And one day I will. But take a look at this. This is going to be our trio of earrings. And which one do we like so far? And don't worry about the price tag. If you don't love my price, you will never buy anything from me. I will not convince you to buy a piece of jewelry ever if you don't love this price. And that doesn't mean you need to buy them. It just means that you need to appreciate and enjoy what we're doing here. If you do happen to want to add any of those earring studs to your collection, go ahead, Jason. Multicolor? Are you talking about, what are you talking about, the bag? Oh, the bag, the last bag just sold for the multicolor. We still have the taupe. All right, multicolor bag is sold out, thank you. The taupe bag is here. And I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna ask for 29. I will not, I am not going to ask for, you can't, guys, seriously, you tell me. Listen, you guys talk to me, you communicate to me. I'm the most accessible person out there. You can email me, I'll get back to you within a couple seconds. You can reach out via the live chats on the show. Tony will send it to me. You can reach out. You can call in the phone number right there, get connected. I know you're not gonna buy those at $29.99. I know right now you guys are expecting me to go down in price. Even as gold soars, you wanna get a better price than you did yesterday, than you did a year ago, than you did when I started here as a baby host 9 years ago in November of 2016. 2016. You want a better price? You got it. On October 10th, 2025, live, you're getting a better price. You're getting a better price. And it's not going to be $999 because I know you want better. Used to be back in the day, you'd buy those at $999 and go, I got a great deal. That's wonderful. I'm going to make it a better deal. And we just have another taupe bag going out, guys. So when I say taupe bag, it's not tote bag, it's taupe. You want the taupe. How many are we then down to on the taupe? Because last I checked, I know I'm not up to speed on what's been going out. So let me know that, because we have a taupe bag. The bags are now resonating. So the bags, again, the multicolor's gone. The taupe, we have just a couple left. Here we go with the earring trio. Please dial in early. Make sure you get what you want, what you need here, because it is going to be even better than $9.99. And that should resonate. That should be that value that a lot of people are now in tune with, going, I think that's a good deal. You don't think you know. Sometimes you have to go with it. You know what a good deal is. You know when it's too cheap. You know when I just got to move some jewelry. You know it. You know it. This is not going to be $999. They're not $899. They're not $888. We're going even lower. Even lower. And all I can do is what I can do. Oh, actually, let me take what I can't do. Let's do what I can't do. I got an earring blowout, as many as you want to get until they're sold out. There are very, quantities, guys, super limited, especially on the rubies and also on the pink sapphires. Go figure. Yellow diamonds are really rare, but we have the most quantity actually in the yellow diamonds and the least quantity in the rubies and the pink sapphires. And if you were lucky enough to get the multicolored bag before they sold out, which they just did, and now we have the taupe moving on out of here, $4.99 the bags. This is actually going to be the earring that I would say, I mean, they're fabulous anyway, whatever you pair them with, but those colors of rubies and sapphires together with that bag would be amazing. Take a look. $888, not going to be. $799, not going to be. What about $777? Sounds lucky, doesn't it? Operators will need to know how many earrings you're taking, because when they sell out, I want to announce to our viewers that they're sold out. And they will not be. I knew it. You're saying, I've read about gold being all-time highs. I don't want you to charge me anymore. I want you to charge me less. You want me to lose money. You want me to lose my job? I might. We're going to test that right now. $777. They will not be. I got a better value for you. My tote bag is all I got left. The tote is the last option. And you might want to get both because then you got your neutral and your multi. You got your kind of go with everything, new hot, like super, super color, and you've got your multi. Take both if you want them. You will love it. There's still a money back guarantee if you don't. Speaking of, you're going to love this deal. They're not $777. They're not even $699. And might I add, they're not sterling. They're not platinum. They're solid gold with gems or diamonds, yellow diamonds or rubies or sapphires, you decide. Take a look at them. They're not $699. I'll go lower, yes. So the carat weight on the ruby, guys, is going to be a total weight of 42 points in the ruby. It's going to be 40 points in the yellow diamonds. That's 40 points total weight among just 8 stones. 42 points in the total weight of the rubies, but you also get diamonds at 2 points. And then we have the pink sapphires, which is going to give you the most of the white diamond weight, 20 points in white diamonds to go with your 60 points in the pink sapphire. We're not looking for 35 carat pieces here because they're earrings. They have to sit on your earlobe. And if you're like me, you have less room on your earlobe than you do on your hand, on your wrist, on your neckline, or on your ankle. I'm thinking where else we wear jewelry, right? Ankles, wrist, fingers, neckline. Décolletage, décolletage. Everybody likes to say it differently. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to have all button styles. You'll see each and every one of them on the ear. We're very limited now on the rubies, yellow gold. Actually, if you want me to change the gold color, I'll do it. I really recommend rubies in yellow gold, but if you'd rather have them in white gold or rose gold, I don't want to leave you out. So you can choose your gold color on the rubies. Just know you might wait a little longer because they're in the yellow. Right now they're in the yellow. So if you want me to switch it, it's going to take a little extra time to do that, but I want you to have what you love. Pink sapphires, they can be in any gold color, but you see they're in the white gold now. So again, if you want to wait, if you can wait, we can do any gold color. If you want white gold, they go right out. And then the yellow diamonds are only offered in yellow gold. And they're not $699. We're still not loving that price tag of $699? Okay, let's get to it. Even better, you've asked for it. Let's go even lower. Take any one you want, take an assortment. Gifting, 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 gifting. We're at that time of year now. I don't rush it, but I will tell you when I sell fine jewelry, I don't have a lot of giftable options. I don't. The handbag's one of them tonight. The earrings are one, but on most shows you're watching, you're not buying for the mailman or the nail lady. I mean, if you are, wow. I mean, yeah, I would love, I'm in the jewelry business. My nail gal, I treat her really well, but she's not getting a $7,000 ring. You know, it's just, I love to do that, but finances right now, you know, tough to do. So here's where you get something giftable. And they're not even $699. I mean that. When I say giftable, I mean it. Let's go even lower. Blow them out. Anyone you want, take an assortment. Get a few. Rubies are July's birthstone. Sapphires, September's. Diamonds are April. Take a look at this. We got all those choices. Let's make them $599 a pair. And while they're here, and operators, you have to let me know how many you want because we're going to be counting them down. What a piece. Yeah. Okay, pink sapphire and yellow. Okay, sounds good. So right now, and I'm going to start trying them on. Can we put up the, I'm just going to keep track here. I had to get a pen out. So I don't usually do the shows with a pen, but I got to keep track of what we have here in quantity. So I'm going to show you the yellow diamond item number, 8658, first of all. So 8658. They're solid gold. Let's show you what 8658 is. 40 points in yellow diamonds, 4 different stones in rounds per earring. You've got 2 ways to wear them, and I like to wear them like this at that angle that you're seeing there. So you can wear them squared off like they sit on the ear, or you can do them in an angle where they almost look like a little, kind of like a North Star there. So you can do whatever you want. They're only in yellow gold. Let's go back to the wheel. I want to make sure we see the pink sapphires here on as well. Pink sapphires would be item number 1129213, and that's going to be a pink sapphire. These are more adapted. They're more meant to sit north to south because they have the post near one top end of the earring. A hexagon of white diamonds, that's 20 points. And not to mention, they are not just any old sapphire. They're a hot pink. This hot pink is where it gets really pricey. You see way more money with a hot pink sapphire than you do a lighter pink, and that's what you have here. So they really stand out as a pink, and you can see that there. And they have that really cool hexagon shape that almost creates that point north and south. We'll go back to the wheel, and let me tell you about the rubies, which are obviously our largest here. It's going to be $65.96 on the ruby. So you can see that those are going to be 42 points in the ruby rounds, diamond cut, and then also your diamonds centralized in that setting. So you've got another one that can go squared off or at an angle when they're on the ear, and that would be, sure enough, $65.96. We'll take a look at those on. Again, I can change the gold color for you. It would just take a little bit of extra time to do so. So that's what they look like, and you can see that bigger size. They are a centered post on this particular earring, so no worries about how you wear them. Squared off or more angled, like a little floral or a star. Back to the wheel we'll go, show you all three choices there at $599. So last chance, 60 seconds to go on our earrings. Well done. Love for the earring collectors out there. We see the fewest of earrings. Yes. Yellow diamond earrings. Another pair of the yellow diamonds. Jason, what did you take over there? Okay, another yellow diamonds. They're looking good too because they're very bright. They're not the dull. They're not the very light pastel yellows. They're not canary yellows. They're very, very bright, saturated yellows in the round. So do love that. And of course, you still got the yellow diamond bangle. We're going to show that at the top of the hour. And we still have the yellow diamond marquise cut ring. Yes. Which one? Pink sapphires. All right. So down to it, guys, on the pink sapphires. And here we go with the rubies and the yellow diamonds. Okay. Welcome into what's left of our Friday. We've got an hour and 15 to go. We have the big bangle coming up at the top of the hour. We have gorgeous hoop earrings, still a Paraíba blowout with the green Paraíbas. A tanzanite is here in the round. It's going to be our 2-carat 69. We've got a really good, look at that tanzanite. Wowza. Very, very strong color on that stone. Have a fire opal here, neon bright. We don't do fire opals that are dingy yellows. They are cherry reds. Look at that. That is a beauty. So great fire opal. And then, of course, don't forget this weekend is jam-packed with great values. We've got, for those of you that are loving the yellow diamond earrings, we will have a yellow diamond necklace coming up on Sunday. Let me show that to you, give a little preview of this one. Working on a major value for an over ½ carat stone in a yellow diamond with yellow diamonds on the sides. Look at this. This is the yellow diamond. Oh, my goodness. That is gorgeous. A cushion cut that's elongated, but we went east-west. You've got the extra round brilliant diamonds as well. Fully attached, all necklace chain. Look at that, lobster claw. That's coming up on Sunday. We've got our new designer U-Link earrings coming up tomorrow. The big yellow diamond necklace is coming up on Sunday. Let's keep moving from the earrings. We got to move those aside. Get you a big old value on something else you have not seen. And don't forget, it's the yellow diamond bangle that is going to be coming up. Oh, good. That's nice. Hey, Kathy, I'm glad you got the last multicolor. Okay, so the multicolor gone. Andy, you going to update me on the taupe bag and let me know how many we have left? Sounds good. So is that 2? Oh, good. Okay, so I thought there was 1. So the good news is we still have 2 of the taupes. If you think they're going to last the show, they're not. We get most of our viewership joining us in the last hour, which we're still not at. So just a reminder here, ladies and gents, and anybody who loves handbags or doesn't usually, but we're going to show you, a bag doesn't have to just be simply a utilitarian idea. We love a bag that's going to give some style that also is, in this case, the more neutral option. So if you're looking for a great bag, this is the taupe. We have 2 left to go around. It's $499. This is Italian lamb leather. Italian lamb leather. There is nothing more high-end. I mean, we don't make bags in gold. We don't make bags in diamonds, unless, of course, you get the super rare Birkin with the crocodile with the diamond hardware accents. That's, $625,000. That's one thing. But most bags, this is about as premium as you can get. Gorgeous kind of base bottom here, so it sits on its own as you've been seeing it sit here. I'm not a fan of bags that fall over. I really want them to be able to have a structure. I like that it doesn't puddle. It's got a structure to it while it's still going to be soft and malleable. It's got a magnetic closure. If you missed this earlier, we have 2 left. It comes with a wristlet, separate wristlets in matching color. It has 2 straps. This is the shorter, so this is designed to go over the shoulder no matter what size you need. It's adjustable, but then you get a longer strap. It comes with a dust bag and in the box. And the taupe is all we have remaining, and it's an amazing neutral because it's very now. It doesn't feel like the basic. It's not the basic grays. It's really, again, it's got an olive tone mixed with gray. It feels a little bit like not using this as an adjective, but drab olive is a color, and it's very much that kind of color mixed with like an elephant gray. It is very special, and it's soft buttery leather. It's what we like, but it's still going to hold up. Because with the strips, I mean, it's one thing when you get a smooth leather bag, it can show little scratches and things. This is with that great texturing of all that hand woven material. That's again lamb leather. That's hand woven, all single individual strips of leather. They go the whole way around the bag. It's really, you talk about, I mean, you will marvel at this. You will marvel at how this is made. This is not little cut up strips that are pasted or glued together. This is continuous. I mean, think about it. They told me at one point what the length of each strip of leather was, and for the life of me, I can't remember. I'm not going to make something up, but long lines of leather that basically are going to go the entirety. That bag is made of all multiple strips that are woven, but every strip of leather is one length that encompasses the entire body of the bag, side, front, and back. So it's the only thing that's going to be different is the base. The base is going to be that smooth leather with the feet at the bottom. So really good idea at $4.99, 2 left on the taupe. Let's take another look at our earring wheel. We'll move aside. And we've got about 10 minutes or so until our big yellow diamond bangle, which is exciting. So again, taupe, last 2 left on the taupe bag. And then what we're going to do is show you a really special fire opal. I think we're ready for the fire opal, and we don't see many of those. So thank you so much for those of you that already shopped the great handbags. Way to go. My yellow diamonds, very popular at $5.99. So are the rubies at $5.99. And there go the pink sapphires, also extremely popular at that incredible value. And here is the fire opal. And that is putting the fire in fire opal because it's not a light yellow golden. It's got a bright orangey red tone to it. It's special. It's going to be item number 1129441. And take a look at that. It is a 1 carat 49 on the oval opal, just a beauty. And then it's got those bigger diamonds on the sides as well. 2 of the bigger round brilliants, loving those. Diamond weight is 15 points. Last chance on the bags, last chance on the earrings. Call us if you missed out on the earrings. We want to check on availability there. Good time to do it. And here we are, fire opal. It's been a while. It's been a minute since we've seen a fire opal. And for a while there, we were seeing only the really big, oversized pieces. They didn't tend to be in everybody's wheelhouse for budget. This one should be. I'm going to really go the extra mile, as I have been doing. I have been really working my you-know-what off on these prices lately to try and combat everything that's going on, just to make sure that you still know us for the values you love. This is our 3-stone ring. Let me try it on for you as well, so you can see it that way. And then we're getting real close to that top of the hour. This is seriously like, we had a beautiful Burma ruby wheel last night. And a good fire opal, if it's in best quality, it's going to remind you a lot of a good ruby out of Burma. Not that it's entirely red. There is still an orangey red, but the orange is really secondary. It's that inner glow of orange. It is a secondary color. It's mostly, especially as you go further and further away, it's going to give you mostly just a red appearance there. Highly specialty stone. Here's what it looks like up close. Bigger diamonds on the sides. It's absolutely magnificent. It really is. And a solid gold band as well. It's important too, because you don't do a band like that for under $1,500. Now it's closer to $2,000, because even when I started quoting $1,500, that was about 2 weeks ago. Well, gold was only a measly $3,500 then. Now it's more. I didn't check today, but it's depressing. It's depressing. I just know what I know, which is we can do whatever we want here as our own manufacturer, and these pieces were not made today. So that's the beauty of it. They weren't made today. They weren't made at $4,100 gold prices or $4,000 gold prices, and that's the beauty of it. And again, I'm up here giving stuff away anyways. So the prices that TVON is so nicely suggesting are something I'm not adhering to anyways, and that's how you get the value. And we have 9 minutes to go. Take a look at this till our top of the hour and our big bangle, but let's make this really simple and easy right now. The 149 fire opal. It's just, I mean, it's so outstanding. And we're doing this for, well, it's supposed to be $32.99. Got a much better value. It's still a birthstone for this month, by the way. October has 2 birthstones, tourmaline and opal. And yet, there's all these different varieties of opal. This still qualifies as an October birthstone. It's not 3, it's not 2, and it is not going to be even $1,000. I'm making that $999. And the prices, You got to take them while they're here. This is not going to be sustainable to do for the long term. You may have seen 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 7 years, whenever you started watching. This might have seemed like, okay, that seems like right. It's not anymore. These are not the proper prices. And yet I'm still doing it for you so that you can get the values you love and take advantage of those last minute opportunities to get those pieces. Now, we'll still see a blue zircon in a necklace. We still have the gorgeous Paraíba wheel, and I have gorgeous diamond hoop earrings that are the diamond hoops that match the gorgeous designer bangle that we did on Wednesday night. The big one with the burnished diamonds. You know what they look like. Those hoops there, all mirror finished with burnished diamonds, a trio. They match a band ring. They match our gorgeous bangle. And yet the hoop earrings are the most affordable of all for some reason. And that doesn't make a lot of sense considering the workmanship that they require, the great gold weight they have, the snap bar closure, all that good stuff, and a beautiful design element to get because they show off the gold and the diamonds. It's not like you're having to choose one or the other. Most of the time in a hoop, it's either a plain gold hoop or just diamonds that you're seeing. It really is going to give you presence on each end with what we have coming up for you. So that's going to be very, very exciting. Fire opal, anybody? $9.99. All right, we all getting excited. 7 minutes away till the top of the hour. Don't leave those tote bags. The taupe color, 2 left. That's it. Tanzanite coming up. We got a round. We've still got the yellow diamond marquise cut, which is oh so good. And then we have our yellow diamond bangle also in marquise cuts. Very excited about that. Something we've honestly never seen before. And a lot of gold. Yeah, go ahead. Carat one yellow, yes, the marquise. I've got it right here. It's going to be 1128832, and this is a piece from earlier. It will actually match, Jason, the bangle we have coming up in about 6 minutes. Not that you need to get both, but oh my, if you can. Look at this. This is the ring. Here's the bangle that we are yet to debut, but it's only a few minutes away. And here's the 101. Now remember, set in 18 karat gold. Huge upgrade to get in your 18 karat white and yellow. It's mostly white gold because the only yellow gold is going to be setting the yellow diamonds, which is your center and your first halo. So yellow and white gold together, 18K. I really think that we're missing here some of the diamond weight because when you see this again up close, and first of all, that is a VS center marquise. It is highly touted. And it's not that super tiny, narrow marquise. I'm not a fan of the real narrow ones, and then I really love when you get the big, bulky side. So it really gives you the wow factor. It looks bigger, by the way. It looks a lot bigger than a 101. I've sold a number of 101s, usually in cushions and ovals, and they look microscopic compared to this. So this is giving more of a 2 karat look. You see the kind of flash it's giving. Brilliant cut, VS clarity, and 16 points in the yellow. The 25 points in the white diamonds is where I dispute it a bit because it's much more. They obviously left something out, and I highly suspect that is the big trillion cuts that are on the sides that are left out of this equation because the 1/4 carat in diamonds has got to be just the halo. There are additional trillion cuts on either side that look to be about 12 or 15 points apiece. So you've got it. Congratulations. There's extra diamonds that you're not paying for, and that was $29.99. It's spoken for. Here's our fire opal back at $9.99. That one's still here for you. And then, Jason, have them stick around for that top of the hour to see the bangle that matches so that they can, yeah, it's a real rarity to have marquise cut yellow diamond pieces, especially ones that could match and set together. So that's very, very exciting. Then we also have the green Paraíbas. We will show you the big emerald cut tanzanite again, because that's got to go before we do. That's the $69.99 14 karat pluser on a rich museum level emerald cut. It's my love. And we also, blue zircon ring. Forgot about this one. We have a blue zircon necklace later. It's an evil eye style, so that'll be very specialized. I do, though, have this really cool, easy classic setting, but look at this stone in the middle. It's a princess cut. Item number is 9442. Thank you on the yellow diamond. Well done there. Remember, you have a money-back guarantee on everything you shop for, including the last 2 handbags, although we may be down to 1 on the taupe. But here is what needs rhodium. I see it. It's already noted here on the bag. It's going to be our princess cut 9442. It's a princess cut 363, and we did this in 18 karat gold as well. So you've got high-end gold, 363 princess cut, and a diamond halo that has both the baguettes and the rounds together. So that would be our 36 points in the diamonds. 112-9442. and blue zircon in a princess cut. And it's gonna be a halo of, it's the whole thing. So I've only said it 3 times, it's okay. Third time we'll get it. 18K, 18K, 363, and a 36. There's 3s and 6s. It's 363 on the princess cut, 9442. 18 karat gold, 363, 36 points in diamonds. And let's get you a better price. And it just needs rhodium, that's all. Thank you. Who got that yellow diamond, Jason? It was Mary. Hi, Mary. Thank you. Where are we sending it? VA? VA? Virginia. Yeah. Wonderful. We'll have it right out to you, Mary. Thank you. All right. So 363 and 36. Take a look at it on. Great classic setting style. And how often do we see a princess? I did have a princess cut the other day. It happened to be in a necklace. So just might be the perfect way to get a set, to get a match, to get a great look all together. Let's blow it out right now. No, it can't be $49.99. We got a bangle in just a few moments. A gorgeous yellow diamond side to side. Oh my, yellow gold only. Look at that bangle coming up. They look like 1 caraters. They are not. It's going to be a big, big, big time piece. It's $49.99 for the blue zircon, except I got to change it up. We got 2 minutes to go till our last hour of Friday night kicks off. Let's do better. I'll make it $2,900. You know, it skipped 29. I got to do better than that. I got to sell some jewelry here before our top of the hour gets here. The last 2 bags are left. Taupe only, 2 remaining. Quiet night. It's okay. I love that we've got bags on National Handbag Day. It's not happening tomorrow because tomorrow's October 11th. It's not National Handbag Day. It is my grandmother's birthday in heaven. So happy birthday, Grandma, tomorrow. $29.99 on the blue zircon, $4.99 on the bags. We only have 2 left, although, Joanne, I think you got one of the last ones, so it might be 1 left. Taupe only left remaining. Let's do this even better than $29.99. How about this? Much better. $2,299. $22.99. Another huge discount. I got you another $700. Don't say I didn't give you anything. $700 off on the blue zircon. Just for the rhodium, you know, for the rhodium that we're going to add, but that's a beauty right there. And then we'll get to our marquise. Yellow, diamond, bangle. I have never had anything like this before, never. We've had 2 yellow diamond bangles ever. One was 1 single cushion cut. The other was 3 cushion cuts. There has never been one that's gone from one side to the other with such an enormous carat weight, i.e. you're getting 3.5 carats of yellow diamonds. It is outstanding. It's not going to be for everybody because there's like $10,000 worth of gold, but it is going to be for somebody. And that's the beauty of it. We don't need to sell 100 of things. We don't have 100 of things. We've got, I mean, even the handbags. I had leather handbags. I had a total of 8. So not a lot of anything to go around. That's my one and only blue zircon. Let's go ahead. We'll just skip it. We'll give that back to the jewelers. They can go ahead and rhodium, then I can show it. This is what's coming up for our top of the hour. And I know I'm going to need to try because what happens is it sits on those figure 8s. So I'm going to have to lift it up a little bit to see the beauty of these stones. But it is our yellow gold bangle with yellow diamonds all across the top. It's like a tennis bangle, if you will. We've heard of tennis bracelets, but those imply like a link style that has movement and flexibility. This is a tennis bangle. Stones from one side to the other. Item number is 1129426. Look at this finishing on the inside as well. Everybody see that already? The gorgeous under gallery it has. The total diamond weight here, and let me welcome everybody to the show. It's our Friday night. We've only got 1 hour left. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy holiday weekend. It's a 3-day weekend for a lot of people, so congratulations. We made it to another holiday weekend. So glad you're with us. Now, we don't see you on the holiday Monday. We don't see you on the federal holiday, but we do see you all weekend long, Saturday and Sunday mornings. Don't forget, it's our nighttime shows on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, 5 to 8 Pacific, and then our daytime shows are on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time. That's 1 to 4 Eastern. Okay, so I'll see you right back here in the morning. We've got those gorgeous designer U-Link earrings that are kicking off. We will also have a lot more. The bag won't be here. The bag, we have 2 left in the taupe. That's it. $4.99 on the bags, lamb leather, woven bags. If you've never had a designer luxury handbag before and you cannot actually stand the thought of spending $10 or $15 or $20,000 on a bag, and yes, you can, and yes, you will for styles like this, you got to get one today from us. Okay, so here's our natural yellow diamond bangle. We have never seen anything like this before, ever, ever. Side to side, fancy cut, natural yellow diamonds. Natural. They are not treated in any way. We don't do heat treated pinks or yellows or browns or any of those colors. There's 3.5 carats total. It is just, this is about as luxury as it gets. And like I said, you got that bag on the crook of your arm, you need this bangle on your wrist. And then we just had the yellow diamond marquise cut go in the ring. Now here's the match set to it. It is enormously pretty. Obviously we have to zoom quite a ways back just to get the whole piece in the shot. But you are seeing 3.5 carats, all marquise cut. There are 11 stones. But I've already asked you and I posed the question of, when you see it on the wrist, as I've been showing it all night long, and you see it from afar, what do those stones look like? Because they look enormous. I was looking at this before the show today and didn't have the bag or any of the information in front of me, and I was assuming they were all 1 caraters. That's what they look like. And that has a lot to do with those bezels that are custom made around the marquise cuts, the great width of the bracelet. They go side to side. Again, this is an oval shaped bangle, so it's always going to sit with the stones up front. But just to show you, look at the finishing there. I know you already saw it looks like an evil eye from the back, doesn't it? Times 11. We've got 11, always go with that odd number there. It just is that perfect suited style to go from one side where you see your 2 figure-8 safety catches. That is to extra, extra, extra secure the already insert closure that you have. There's the hinge on the other side. It is smooth as yellow diamond silk because, of course, bezel setting means no prongs. As secure a setting style as you can get. No prongs needed, which also means no catching on anything. Nothing. It's just fabulous in every way. We've got a really good buy coming up, but it's also a matter of, listen, I think a lot of people are not used to, you know, we as a collective society, and I'm going to say this on gold because I've been telling you for a long time, it's going up. It's gone up. And again, I only say that to make you a more informed shopper as you shop everywhere else, because we are not abiding by those gold prices. That would be proper. If I bought the gold today, if I made that today, if that was made this afternoon and then I came up here and fine, we can apply $4,100 an ounce to the gold price. Now, it's not as simple. People always ask about the gram weight. You realize it's not as simple as even if it was 1 gram in gold. That doesn't mean that you take 4,100 and divide it by 31. That's not going to give you a proper gram weight when it's in jewelry. It will if you're just buying gold straight up pure, but it's different when you're talking about jewelry. So do keep that in mind, because gold in jewelry is not just, even though it's alloyed, it's not 24 karat pure, it wouldn't be strong enough if it was. We do the strength of 14 karat gold, but you have to realize that gold in jewelry is different because you're creating that designer piece. You're not, in this case, you've got a hinge and moving parts and gorgeous figure eights and all these different things that's work. Listen, the gold mine, you can go to the gold mine. I've got friends who own them. We can go to the gold mine together, but you're not going to just chip away and hammer away and excavate away and just pull out a bangle like this. It is a lot of workmanship to then create gold pieces into designs that are workable for jewelry you want to wear. And that's the difference. And then we add 3.5 carats in yellow diamonds to this equation. And you put it all together and you've got a bracelet that kind of priceless. Where else do you find this? Who else is putting together, by the way, 11 stones? I've done the math for you. They're about 32 points apiece. They're just shy of being 1/3 of a carat each. But I know they look bigger. They do. Let me try it on. They look bigger. The reason for that is the bezel. So you're going to open it like so, just in case you're not familiar with a hinged bangle. Here's how you open it. So all I did was first I unfastened the 2 figure eights. That's your, think of that as your extra security. You've got 2, 1 on each side. So see that? There they are. Those are what you're going to fasten once it's on. So first step, open up those figure 8 safeties. Then there's a little textured button. You're going to press that down, and that's what opens it up. Now, it doesn't open fully unless you want it to. So see that? Nice, wide mouth there. So you can get right in. So you can open it as you need be. Pop your wrist in, close. I'm doing it right here. 2 fingers. No problem. Average size bracelet, I don't know. They were going to get back to me. If you need a larger size, you'll have to talk to your operator about that. It's for the 6.5 to 7.5 inch bracelet wearers. If you wear anything in that size range, this is going to fit you beautifully. It can go about halfway up my forearm if I wanted it to. I wear an average size bracelet. Here's what we have for you. That's where you see diamonds, one side to the other. And those look, and I'm not saying this just to say it, they look like 1 carat stones. This looks like an 11 carat yellow diamond bangle bracelet. And again, easy on, easy off. Press down where you feel the little texture of the button. That's where you press it down, opens it up, then you close it like so. Easy, simple, clicks closed, figure eights. All right, let's put it back up close. I just have to fasten those safeties so it sits as close to the wheel as possible. And then there you have it. This is going to be 11 stones, average size, finished on the inside. Loving the way this looks, feels, stacks, layers. Put it on with your tennis bracelets, put on next to any other bracelet. Bangle, link style, rubber bands, whatever you got, whatever bracelet you like to wear. Bracelets that lock, bracelets that don't. Hair scrunchies, whatever you want to wear it with, guys. Whatever you put on your wrist, this will pair up back. Layer, stack, build the arm candy. Build the arm stack as you like, but there's nothing else we have like this with a true, almost like that eternity look, that eternity style in yellow diamonds, 3.5 carats worth. Let's get it a home. I know it's not inexpensive. This is not going to be $100. I don't have a piece of jewelry here for $100. I don't sell, well, even fake diamonds aren't $100, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what in jewelry is $100 anymore, not that much. But I will tell you, I was looking at CZ's the other day. I was looking at like CZ costume jewelry in literally stainless steel. It was more than $100 for CZ's lab-grown diamond lookalikes in stainless steel. Stainless steel is not an expensive metal. Again, it's your kitchen appliances, so it's not an expensive metal. Not even really what I would call even close to a precious metal, but over $100 for CZ's in stainless steel, thanks but no thanks. Here's where we're giving you gold. Yellow gold only, that's how it stays. I'm gonna do this. I don't wanna scare anybody because we still have an hour to go, but I also know that giving you a price tag like this, be aware we've never seen anything like it. It is $29,999. I know that's a lot. I know that's more than the typical price point we see. But when you consider how much gold, how many beautiful larger diamonds you have, look at that. Man, I'm glad I worked on arms for 2 hours today at the gym because otherwise I would not be able to hoist that thing up. It is so heavy. Look at that. Look at that. Side to side, stunning. And it is not going to be $29,000. I got to make you a deal. We've got, you know what? We got collectors that just wait, that watch for years, waiting for something like this to come out to play. I didn't even get to preview it. I didn't preview it. I didn't know this was tonight. Otherwise, you think I would have been wearing this the last few days? Yeah. I didn't even get to preview it for you. It's here, one and done tonight. You get a chance, and it's now. And I know we got to make this affordable because we got to see it out the door. What if we make it even better than half off, $15,000. And please feel free to look at what gold prices are today for a plain gold bangle. I always ask you to use the reference on like a 2mm gold wedding band. If you want a really good feel for what gold jewelry is going for, look at what your retail stores are selling a 2mm wedding band for. The real skinny kind, the 14 karat 2mm band, what are those going for? They were $7,800 last I checked. That was when gold was $3,500 an ounce. They've gone up. They've gone up. So when you get a bangle that's going for a 7-inch wrist all the way around, it's got the bigger gold weight because it would have been easier to just do little baskets, but then they wouldn't have been that secure. So instead we opted for the big yellows, put them in that extra secure bezel set style. You need to have this. Try it at least because you have a money back guarantee and it's not even going to be $10,000. And this is an ultra premium. Let me remind everybody who's newer to us, we've got a lot of new registers and a lot of new shoppers today. These are natural yellows from the earth, not lab grown, not mined from someplace in natural diamonds, then treated to be yellow. They're actually natural yellows from the Argyle mine that closed down years ago. And it's not $10,000. I know that's not going to do it either. We need a better value. How about this? Okay. I'm obviously not supposed to go any lower than $99.99 at this point. I already saved you 20 grand and that's going out on the limb. I'm going to make this a lot easier, but I only can do this with one way and one option and one different route here. I'm going to make this an auction item. We have to do it. Let's see if I can get this price less than 10 grand. The only way to possibly do that is by saying, okay, put it up on the auction block, roll in the dice here. Anybody who would like to get it, come on in because it is not going to be 9,000. 8,000, 7,000. We're getting low on the gold here because that's more gold certainly than a band ring has, and that's less than you'd pay for a 2mm band with no diamonds. It's not 6,000 to open. It's not going to be 6,000. I gotta say, if you are at all someone who is a collector of the finest, this is not average, basic. I've been standing up here for 9 years talking about jewelry. We've never had anything like this, nothing close. This is the one to own. And I know it's for an elite level collector. It's for an elite level yellow diamond lover. I have not seen anything like this offered in retail. Have I been in every store? No, but along the US, yeah. A lot of stores, a lot of designer. We live in Los Angeles. There's a lot of great designers that they're one of the few places you can find natural yellow diamonds, and they are not inexpensive stones. Not when you go the natural route. And I know that's why you're here. We're one of the few that have the natural yellows to offer, and it's not going to be $6,000 to start. We're going to go $5,500 to start. It saves you a bundle off of my lowest, which is $10,000. So making it a lot easier to get a hold of if we're starting at $55, and we will go in only a $10 increment still, which probably should be a higher increment, but we will not do that. So $5,500, 55 to get it going. 60 seconds, and we've got $10 increments on it as well, which only matters once the open is received. So it's our last call on this one. See what we got. And again, I know it's a lot of gold. It's a lot of diamonds. Nobody saw this coming. But that's the beauty of it. You never know what you're going to see on the live show. You just never know. You're going to see specialty pieces. You're going to see one-of-a-kind opportunities. You're going to have options where we throw a little curveball and have a great handbag in the show for National Handbag Day. So this is your last call, 55 to get it started with the most gorgeous, bright, and how about the matching? It's not easy to do. You don't always just see yellow diamonds aren't all the same color. You know that. There's a lot of different colors out there, a lot of different shades of color. It's very unusual to see that perfect and bright yellow diamond, brilliant color all the way through. So we do have some tanzanite, some paraibas, and some hoop earrings all still to come in the show before we go. And we see you right back here in the morning. So don't forget, we start at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So you don't have a lot of time to wait for more of the fabulous jewelry you love. Are we done? All right. That's such a great piece. It really is. I will resume wearing that. But in the meantime, I want to show you what actually is matching to a very famous bangle we've had here. These are the matching hoop earrings, not a band ring, a hoop earring to share with you that has that burnished diamond weight within it. I have got to try one on as well. So we'll get them all polished up for you. But look at this. I know it looks like a band ring. It is. It's really the size of a band ring. If you own the 1 or the 3 stone in the band style we've had, this is a great look, 9044. It's in the yellow gold or the white gold. They are reversible styles as well. So you don't have to wear them with the diamonds up front. You can actually wear them in reverse, which means put them on backwards, go through, have the post go through the back of your lobe, and you could have a mirror finished gold look as well if you want to. I will show you 2 ways to wear them. There's 37 points among 6 stones, so really good size individual diamonds that are set within that amazing gold. And that's really the story here too, is that there's so much gold, all highly polished. Every diamond, by the way, is over 6 points in size. So I'm going to pop one on. They are a 3/4 inch length. I'm wearing yellow gold, so I'm going to borrow one of the yellow golds, put that on. Let me show you how this works because it's a really simple style. It's called a click enclosure. You open it up. There's a post. You see how it's slightly rounded? And push and click. Push and click. That's it. Push, click. When you hear a click, it's locked. And there's the front, and there's the so-called back, but you can wear it any way you want. And here's the diameter. They are going to be a 3/4 inch diameter as shown here. And then I'll try one on for you. And we have the white and the yellow in stock, ready to go. If you want them right away, like ship out on Monday, they will do that as long as you're very, very quick, because I am very limited with what I have in the white and the yellow. If you need rose gold, I don't think we're doing rose gold. It's just white and yellow. Yep, just white and yellow. Just had to double check that. Here's what they look like. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Now I know they're going to pick up some glare. This happens with all my really high polished mirror finish pieces, but take a look at that. Just for a size perspective here, you know all the gold's mirror polished. You've got those 3 bigger diamonds set within, and they're perfectly balanced. So you see the top and the middle and then the bottom there as well. And let me also reverse them because it's really simple to do. It's not hard at all. You can just literally, I don't know if I can do it on camera on live TV, but I'm gonna try. We'll just see how well I can. Oh, they're done. There we go. That's how they look reversed. So that's what they look like. I just popped it in backwards essentially, and now you've got a whole different look with just solid mirror finish gold in the front. So it's just about how you put them on. You can have diamonds, you can have gold, whatever you want to do, but they are not going to be, and I love this part, they're not $39.99. And this is your way to get them, and they do match with the bangle, and they do match with the gorgeous ring that so many of you already own. Let's go back and show you the close-up, and again, everyone's probably going, oh, is she kidding me? I'm going to put the diamonds up front. Feel free. Put the diamonds up front. I'll try on the white gold for you as well. White and yellow. Operators, I'll need to know how many you want. Listen to this. In the white gold, I only have 3 available. That's it. Slightly more in the yellow, but not by much. So especially, and let me tell you, yellow gold is popping lately. It is the one to own. Everybody wants the yellow gold in anything right now. Take the yellow gold as well. Sorry about the fingerprints. I'll get those polished up in a moment. I know we're all waiting. They're not going to be $39. You will wear them every day. This is your new signature style hoop. Not sure where to go? Do you want a big gold, big bold gold, or diamonds? This is like the greatest mix of getting both. Because I always get that question, that debate happens for every jewelry lover is, okay, so do I do like a big gold plain hoop like this, or do I do something with diamonds? We do our inside out styles a lot with diamonds, and then we have, very rarely do we have a plain gold hoop, but when we do, they fly. This really feels, because there's such a gold presence to them, it feels like the best of all worlds. You get your bold gold presence, you still get diamonds, but they're just really big. That I love. They're not the small little specks of diamonds, because even the inside out styles we do, they're smaller diamonds. This is where you get over 6 points each. That is not a small diamond at over 6 points set into the gold. So you get really both of the presence that we're looking for. We want big diamonds, we want lots of gold, you get it all here, and it's not going to be $39.29 or they're not $19.99. They are not. It's a perfect match to the band ring and the bracelet bangle that we've brought you so many years now. Just one of our favorites on all fronts. And so you might just want to go ahead and complete the set. Somebody asked me this the other day. She sent me an email the morning after a show and said, I love your diamond hoops. Thank you for showing them to me. Please, please, please tell me where they went up. And I said, well, gold. And I literally sent a shot. Here's gold price today. She said, I had to bow out. I saw, let me tell you something. These are less. They're less than $19.99. And I told her the simple statement, which is true, fact. If you wait, you're going to spend more. If you wait, you're going to spend more. If you wait, you're going to spend more. It's just a fact. Gold is going to, I've been telling you this for years. Gold is going up. And you know what? If you think, well, it's record high, so it couldn't go up anymore, it can. And it will. So the best time is now to get in on anything in fine jewelry, especially with classics like this that you want to have. You want to have and start wearing. It's not like you're saving this for a special occasion. These are everyday styles. And I think, and I've sold literally, I have had so many hundreds of different styles of hoops here in the last 9 years, so many different ones. I don't know if there's a more perfect hoop than this one. I don't know. It's the length everybody likes, 3/4 of an inch. It's got the bold gold, the mirror finishing, the inside out reversible. I mean, the big diamonds, what more? I mean, how do you improve upon this hoop? I don't know if it's possible, and it's not going to be $19.99. So again, if you're saying, well, just wait. I don't need them now. I'll get them in December. I'll get them when there's a day left before the holiday shipping window closes, and I'll buy them for Christmas for myself. Well, they might be more. They might be a lot more. So it's best to take them now, especially when I haven't moved them up one iota. They're not even $19, $18, $17, or $16.99. And that is a lot of gold presents to get in this hoop. And yet, diamonds that are massive, 6 diamonds per pair, reversible style, you get it all. This is the everything earring. It is so designer, because you know the designer who does this. This is what inspired this design to come out in the first place, is you wanted to spend less than $20,000 or $30,000 to get this high-end designer style, and you've got it. You've got it right now, and we're doing better than 16, better than 15. This will light up the phone lines, because there's too many people that understand the value of solid gold, especially when you have presence like this is. That is not hollowed out. That is solid. We don't put some kind of inside filler inside of the hoop to make it give you that substantial look without having to pay for gold. No, it's just solid and really well done. And it's also not 15. I think $14.99 is going to send them a little crazy out. I think so the phone lines are going to go a little nuts. At $14.99, I'm going to go better. We're going to get you the hoops. Think about price per wear. I know that we all know the age-old adage of we wear. What do? We wear 20% of our jewelry 80% of the time. Sometimes I wonder in my own personal life, I think I wear probably, to be honest with you, I probably wear 5% of my jewelry 90% of the time. I mean, I'm reaching for the same things every day. And they're classics. They're the ones that I put on no matter where I'm going. Don't need to be dressed up. And I dress up every day of my life. These are the pieces you wear. Just your signature style. But they're still a little different than what everybody else is wearing because they have those really big diamonds and they're mirror finished gold and they last forever. I know it's tempting right now to go to the world of, go to costume or go to plated metals or go to faux. Listen, at the end of the day, the plated metals, I've been there too. I've fallen prey to the plated thinking, it's gold plating, right? It'll be fine. And literally 2 days later, it's worn off, it's brassy. It looks like green. And I'm going, oh my God, what a waste of money that was. Okay, it was $200. That's a waste of money. It was $200. Well, that's still $200. I could have put towards an earring that's going to look great forever. And that's the beauty of getting solid gold and the real deal diamonds and the best quality you can get, which are over here. Take a look. They're not 14, they're not 13, and they're not $12.99. We are busy already. Try the earrings, and I know how many of you have the bangle and the ring to match. So there's something about pairing up pieces that coordinate together that just really looks fantastic. And they're not going to be $12. They're not $11.99. They're going even lower. I'm making this our #1 value, and that means the price tag has to be $1,111 to make them our #1. That's our #1 hoop deal right there. The #1, and they're $11.11. Out the door to you. White gold or yellow gold only. I have a very limited quantity of each to go around, so it is last chance, last call to get them. And that will be 60 seconds, and we got to move, and we got nothing but values coming up. Last call in the show. Happy Friday, everybody. Columbus Day weekend. Yes, it is. It's here. We've got a holiday weekend. Hopefully, you've got some extra time. Enjoy yourself this weekend. We've got a beautiful weekend ahead. We got some great pieces. Necklace, though, tonight I've got an evil eye style, and it's with a blue zircon. What do you think of this? Rose gold? Oh, look at that rose gold blue zircon mix. That's kind of fun. Don't you think? I like that. I'm not a rose gold girl, but I love it with the blue zircon. And the evil eye style, that is a neat piece. We'll see it. We'll see it coming up. Jason, what'd you take over there? Thank you. Who was that? Hi, Lisa. Where's Lisa calling from? Is she in Arizona? She is? How'd I know that? Psychic again? No. I just know Lisa's been shopping lately. Wonderful. Hi, Lisa. Thank you very much. She got a white and a yellow. Fabulous. Does she already have the bangle and the ring? I bet she does. I bet she does. You guys want to see the evil eye? I flashed it. We can show you the rose. Now, don't worry if you're going, I don't know about the rose gold. That's okay. We just want to show you something we don't usually see. So I've got the rose gold and the blue zircon combination. I think we might have a request, though, really quickly to get to before we go there. Thank you so much. All right, so we've got a request for, hi, Sharon. It's another blue zircon. Karen wants to see the heart necklace again. All right, Karen and Sharon. Well, Sharon and Karen. It sounds like caring is sharing, right? Did you think the same thing I did? Caring is sharing. Or is it, no, sharing is caring. Sharon and Karen, sharing is caring. Oh, I like it. Well, I like that. Okay, so we have blue zircon here for Sharon. Item number is 1128071. Andy, was she loving the ring we had, but needs something a little more affordable? And then we will show you the heart necklace again, Karen. You got it. But Sharon, this is for you. White gold only. Oh, I love this value. This is a good one. Keep calling them the hoop earrings, by the way. We still got a pair for you, white and yellow. They are, again, go with Lisa's suggestion. Get one of each if you do mix, if you like wear both different colors of gold, like I know I do. I have white gold days and I have yellow gold days. It's all dictated by the handbag, by the way. Whatever the handbag hardware is what I wear that day. That's important, and you got it. Okay, Karen, thank you so much, Tony. I just saw your request. He sent that over to me. We will do that and get you the measurement. Got a really, really big zircon here, 149, 45 points in diamonds, classic setting style. Feels a little like a 3-stone. A little bit of that kind of looped side there you see with that half moon design. Here's what it looks like, Sharon, on the hand here. Now, it stays in white gold. That's going to speak volumes to the value here. Got a big deal coming up, not $29.99 either. This one's on its way, and guys, get the jewelry while you can. Sooner rather than later is going to help you save more than ever before. It's true. And we all got to have great jewelry, especially this time of year. We might be shopping for gifts. We might be thinking about what we want to wear to those holiday parties and that New Year's Eve. How are we going to start our 2026 year off right? Here you go with the blue zircon. It's $949. Sharon, I'm knocking off all kinds of money for you. And first caller gets it. So we are just, again, really proud of that blue zircon. It's that dynamic, bright, rich turquoisey blue. I always tell you that a good zircon, if it's that real true electric blue, it looks almost like a Sleeping Beauty turquoise, but come to life with bright, faceting, double refraction, all of that. So take one more look at it here up close, $949. Get almost a half carat now. These prices, guys, we can kiss them goodbye. I'm never going to have anything under $2,000 anymore. And we're not there yet, but when the new gold kicks into the menu, I'm telling you, I'm not going to have, you're going to look at me and go, come on. And I'm going to say, shop while you can. Get the old deals. Get the pieces that were made some time ago, because that is a ring. I'm not even kidding. That ring today would cost, just the gold alone would cost over $2,000 by far to make the ring. Just the gold before you dump in the diamonds, before you put the blue zircon into the equation. So get what you can. Get them now. The days of $949 are over. So take advantage of it now. And then Karen, we've got that heart necklace coming up one more time. And she says, well, it looks big. It is big. It's a very large piece. So I'll show it to you again, all the different ways. We'll get you the exact measurement. It is an asymmetrical heart, Karen. So it does have a little like different width versus height. So we'll talk about that. Who's taking the zircon? Nobody on the zircon. Nobody yet. All right, 30 seconds more and then we'll see who's got it. Jason, are you on hoops still? More hoops? Handbags, hoops? What do we need? Handbags or hoops? Okay. Yes, we're going to show the blue zircon necklace after the heart for Karen. All right. Thank you. Blue zircon gone. Here's on the hand is our heart. Let me get you a ruler measurement on this one. It is hefty, Karen. It is large. It is 1125038. Made up of baguettes and rounds, looking like you have rounds, emerald cuts, marquise cuts. And did I miss any shapes? I think that's everything. So I know that's a lot to take in. Here is the size. It's big. Now, if I'm going just side to, like top to the side there, because it will sit in this asymmetrical orientation, it's about, I would say, right under 1.5 inches. Okay, especially if you're going that tip of that marquise at the base there, just under, maybe 1 inch and, 5/8, somewhere in that range. As far as the width goes, and the widest point, it's going to be, about 1.25 inches, side to side. And it's set on this beautiful heavy gauge chain that is adjustable, 18 or 16 inches for you to choose from. Look at the diamond cutting. Look at the great size of that chain. And let me show it. I think since size is what she's concerned with, let's show it again on a couple of perspectives here. On the neckline, on the neck. It's bold. No question about it, it's bold. And adjustable, that's more like 18, 16 would be right there at the microphone. Oh, what a pretty way. And I do love you, microphone, because you worked tonight. Last night you didn't. Tonight you did. So yes, let's all just show some love to the microphone. Yes, thank you. All right, so back to the wheel we'll go, and I'll show you the close-up as well so we can see it. And notice all those different cuts. Reminder, it was $29.99. And let me zoom back a bit, otherwise you can only see part of it. 18 karat solid. More of that high-end gold. Why spend, why go 14 when you can go 18 karat? It's even better. So you've got 75% pure gold in that white gold. There you can see why you have a pear shape and an emerald cut and marquise and an oval look, because all the baguettes and rounds are put together so they mimic the look of those larger individual stones. $29.99. Every diamond, white and bright and stunning. Back to the hand we'll go. For that size perspective, there is only one. It does have to stay in the white gold, but it's always going to be anchored. It's always going to stay centered on the neckline. It's always going to be attached to that chain, looking fabulous. So that's going to be, you know what? $27.77. And what are we loving over there? How are we doing on the handbags? We still have a couple taupes left? All right. You got what? Handbags or hoops? Oh. Still have 2. I thought you said sold 2. Gotcha. I know what you're saying. Still have 2 on the taupe handbag. Good. We'll sell those out before the night ends. Let's get to the fabulous blue zircon necklace. That necklace is probably too big for everybody. I get it. It's a very large style. Forgive me. That's for those that really want to show the love. Big love. Here we go. Okay, this is doing something magical. Now, I always like to go ahead and just give the disclaimer. If you don't love rose gold, let me just say, that's okay. I want you to look at the design, the diamonds, the stone, the fact it's attached to the chain. Look at those different features because this does not have to stay in the rose gold. Item number is 9404. Thank you very much on the blue zircon. Let me know if anybody would like that heart necklace. There's only one like it. That is the only one we have even close to that. So make sure you please grab that quickly. Here's our blue zircon. The blue zircon, and this is last call on the show. We have about 28 minutes to go. So not a lot of time. We still have some great pieces from earlier. We had gorgeous forward-facing hoops that actually would go work beautifully to that heart-shaped necklace. We have 2 of the taupe handbags left, which are our Straitzia bag, which are literally Italian lamb leather. And it's woven, and you're missing out if you love a great bag. You are missing out. So here we are with our Cambodian blue zircon, 68 points in the round. Diamonds galore. I would say a classic evil eye, but it's not. It's doing a little extra. It gives you almost like, I don't know, there's probably a name for it, so forgive me that I'm not an expert on the evil eye style. I just know it's protection, and that's really good. But there's some evil eyes that are really straightforward, that are just like a marquise shape, and that's it, with that center, what have you. They are usually blue stones. Traditionally, they're done in enamel. Sometimes if you get a higher end piece, it'll be in lapis. That's still a little low end for us. So we sometimes see it in turquoise. Well, here we've actually gone up another step, and we've gone to a 68-point round, double refractive, rare, dates the earth zircon, meaning like 4 billion years old, plus some. So really important. Take a look at this, and it's done with diamonds. And this is almost like what I call the eyelash evil eye, because with the extra length there to those extra diamonds, it almost feels like a reverse eyelash, like the bottom lashes, right? Which I wish mine could look that big and bold. But here we go, 68 points, 31 points in diamonds, and rose, white, or yellow. It just got kind of fun. I like seeing the rose for once because it's kind of exciting that way. It doesn't look like your everyday basic. I think it works really well because it's not just a regular blue. With the zircon, it's a turquoisey blue. We talked about this with the ring we had. We talked about it earlier. This is really important to get that turquoisey blue, yet it is so bright and brilliant. Zircon is not related to zirconia. If you're new to the natural gem world, this is not a zirconia. It is not a man-made simulant. It's definitely not a synthetic. We don't do simulants, we don't do synthetics. We don't do any of that. Simulants are just look-alike. Synthetics are where they actually try to mimic literally the chemical composition and optical properties of a stone and pass it off as that stone. We don't do either. We have one gem dealer, one, and her name is Mother Nature. The only one we collab with is Mother Nature for gemstones, for diamonds, for our colors of diamonds like my bangle, which you can still call us on. I hope you will. 68 points here in our blue zircon and the fabulous diamonds around it. And we have, you know what? A really big opportunity. And remember, it's all attached. This is not a pendant where you have to go. I just had a gal. She messaged me the other day and she said, I just bought a pendant from you. And it was actually rose gold. And she said, what can you do for me on a rose gold chain? And I'm like, how do I tell her? How do I break the news? You know why? Because she spent $5.99 on the pendant. And I did not want to tell her that the chain that she needs to go with her $5.99 pendant is going to be more than the $5.99 diamond pendant she bought. And it's a true story. So it's kind of nice when it's all done and ready to go. Because the last thing you want to do right now, I know you might have bought a chain 50 years ago for $200. That was 50 years ago. Please be mindful of the fact that chains are not inexpensive. So by adding and having a full necklace where you don't have to go out and buy an extra chain, because that is not going to be affordable. Trust me, you're going to spend more on the chain than you will on the entire necklace I have here ready to go tonight. So I'd much rather see you go this route. Now I'm going to try it on a couple of different ways. Let's show it on the hand, show it on the neckline, all that good stuff. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. See, that's not small. And yet it's always going to stay centered. We also did throw in the adjustability here. So the lobster claw closure is there. That is 3 different lengths you choose from day by day, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length. And rose, white, or yellow. It's supposed to be, this is not a bad price, $3,199. Let's take it on over to the neckline and show you there. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love that. Look at how pretty east-west set in the evil eye. Evil eye is not promoting evil. It is protecting you from it. They just call it the evil eye. They should call it the anti-evil eye, but they call it the evil eye. So again, protection, wards off negativity. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it on a color because you can see the cutout details. Love it with a red. Let's go even lower than $31.99. How about, and the show is near, we have literally 23 minutes to go. Not a lot of time. I better move some jewelry. So what does that mean? It means start dropping those prices. I'm going back up close so everybody, because I want you to see all the angles. Obviously, we now got you a look at all the good stuff there. We got you a look from, you know, a distance there. We love that. Hold on, I just got a little bit. There we go. Sorry. It was caught. The chain was caught on one of the little eyelashes, so it wasn't sitting right on my stand. So let me make sure it's proper for you. Then you can see it a little better. I love to see the quality, though. The stones are the most important part. So we got to show you the up close so you can really appreciate the quality you're getting in the diamonds and the zircon. See, my perfectionist tendencies are really holding me up here. Sorry for the delay here. I just want to make sure it's all perfect. It's just not wanting to be. Oh, well, you know, I do the best I can. I love being a stage manager, and you know what? This is just, let your stage manager give you the deal, okay? Let's do it. Let's make it crazy. Let's make it affordable. Let's go under $1,000. $999 for the necklace. The whole necklace, the whole look, the diamonds at 31 points, the blue. You know what? Stop everything. Not $999. We have 22 minutes to go. Let's go. Let's make it easy. I've been making jewelry affordable for a lot of years, and I'm not ready to stop quite yet. So instead of $999, we'll go even lower. I'll take this down to $800. 88. Crazy eights. You know what? Eight's like infinity. You know, you think about the infinity symbol. That's really, an 8 is an infinity symbol sitting upright. So I love the idea of the evil eye and the infinity symbol, both really mimicking and meaning something. So let's talk about 888 instead. And again, if you are somebody who says, rose gold, ew, then just take it in yellow or white. It's okay. It's, again, just giving you a departure from what you usually see, just as an option. But don't feel, and I know that's a lot to ask, to look past the gold, because you're white. We just saw a beautiful blue zircon and white gold. We loved it. Great blue zircon, white gold, fabulous. Okay, so we saw that. That's how it's going to look if you choose the white gold. The yellow gold we don't see as often, but yellow gold and blue zircon works really, really well as well. So $888, entire necklace. Keep calling on those diamond hoop earrings, the designer ones. The heart-shaped necklace is somehow, it's been requested twice, and it's still here. Can I just show you for my designer girls and anybody who picked up the handbag? I think if you loved that handbag, you're going to love these earrings that are happening tomorrow during my show. Tomorrow morning, at least morning out here, 10 a.m., I'm going to be standing right here getting ready to show you these earrings. And they are the U-Link earrings that we have done in gold and diamonds. And we have white gold and yellow gold. So consider what we're going to see with the diamond pave. We have made these better than the designer does themselves. And I'm very excited about that. The yellow diamond bangle is also still here. Somebody's new over there and they just said, how much is the tax? Where do they live, Joanne? Do we know where they live yet, or are they just getting registered? Michigan. Michigan is not California. So the reason I bring that up is somebody just said, yes, but how much am I going to pay in tax, and how much is shipping, and how much am I going to pay to change that gold color because I really want it in white gold? The answer is nothing, nothing, and nothing. You only pay sales tax if you live in our wonderful state, California. Everybody else, and I know that's you guys, if you don't live in California, you don't pay sales tax, not 1 penny. If you want to change the gold color, as I was suggesting, you don't have to pay for that either. I will pay for it. You don't have to. Shipping, also something we pay for you. No shipping. And shipping's not $10. It's like, well, it's gone up too. So it's now like, I think, $90. It's about $92. Sorry to get so specific, but I just want you to know we pay that too. Because why tack on that extra luxury is not only getting a great value on the piece itself, but not tacking on price after upsell after every, no, just $888, $888. No tax outside of California, no shipping charge, no gold color change, and normally if it needed sizing, there'd be no charge for that either. All right, so next up, We're on our way. Let's get to it. We've got a last call. Thanks, Karen. Karen, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Friday night. Thank you for being my Friday night date tonight. Thank you all for being my Friday night date. It's nice to have you guys. Nice to have you with us. We only have about 18 minutes left. I see you right back here in the morning. So, you know, yeah, we got a few hours, 14 more hours, and we'll be right back here shopping up a storm together. We got a last couple of recaps. We got a great, Paraiba deal. And then this necklace is here if you want it. And then here we go. Here's my, just a quick look at the tansy if you missed it. This is the 14 karat 07. I'm about 18 minutes away from buying that. It's okay. 1407, 46 points in diamonds. You can take jewelry from me. It's all right. You do every day. Be comfortable with it. We're going to also bring you something. Got a couple recaps still. Just want to remind you, if you're going, why is there a weird like standing up strap on the set? It's because it's a handbag. That it is National Handbag Day, which I know not a lot of people are aware of, but it's my national holiday. I know like Indigenous Peoples Day is on Monday, but I'm really very much concerned with National Handbag Day. And so, yes. Okay. Hold on, we're gonna get some dimensions on the actual evil eye because seeing it on the neckline was not quite enough. So let's go over to the hand shot real quick. I'll show you the evil eye right here on the hand. Then what we'll do is we'll put up the ruler. You want the height and the width, I assume? Okay, so smaller than like a human eye, but not by much. Like, hold on. It's. Why is it dancing like that? Come on, stay still for me. I would say about 5/8, top to bottom, side to side, 3/4, rose, white, or yellow. There you go. 888. Now back to the wheel, so we can take a look at my 14 karat 07. And then we have the Paraiba blowout. What? Huh? Paraibas? Oh, yeah. I know what she's going to do. She's going to do a blowout, make them $9,999. No. They're going to be the most affordable Paraibas you've ever seen. And and they're all big. They're all greens. Well, one's a little, whoa, this one's blue-green. Look at this. So leave that for me, please. It's only $69.99 if you want it. This is my quick little blowout end of the show. I got to make magic happen. I'm going to start telling people I'm a magician. When they start asking me every day, what do you do for a living? Because everyone likes to ask that. What do you do for a living? Are you in TV? Yeah. But I do magic tricks on TV. This is how we're going to do some magic here. And I'm just going to swap this one for this one. We got a couple minutes left to go. And I'm going to bring it, look at that. That's Paraiba. That's Paraiba. That is Paraiba. We're looking at 3 of the most copper intense tourmalines you could ever ask for. This month's birthstone, happy birthday, October babies. Where my Libras at? Okay, I'll tell you this. The blue-green's more in the middle. See the difference there? You've got bright lime green on the right. You've got a little bit true like a peridot green on the left, and you got a real blue-green in the center. You get the most copper content with those more green stones. The stones that show more green, more copper, i.e. usually more rare, usually higher price tags. Not the case right now. So I'm going to keep these as is. Oh no, there's only one that's as is. Oh, great news. You can actually change the gold color on the left and right. This one stays two-tone. That's got the white and the yellow borders in the rope texture. These 2 yellow golds on the outskirts, they can be any gold color you want them to be. The price tag is one price. One price, you take your choice of. What's your favorite? Let me walk you through carat weights if that helps you decide. But I will tell you this, there's a carat. Okay, the smallest one is the 72 pointer in the middle. So we'll start there. 72 points, but 70 points in diamonds and a whole lot of gold. Our next size up is the 1 carat 23. It's over here. Almost a bit of a Greek key style to the outside, split shank, 58 points in diamonds. The largest stone is over here on your right. That is the 128, 41 points. These are all Paraibas. Copper bearing, one of the rarest in the world, and they also happen to be kind of the rarest way to do an October birthstone, which is why I mentioned it. Because yes, it's not always opal. It's opal and tourmaline, and this is the highest end variety. The ultimate way to go if you want rarity in a tourmaline. They're right here for you. And they're those vibrant greens, and they have that glow because they are all neon, which is really one of the hallmarks we want to see in anything that is actually Paraíba, and these have it. If it's more included, you tend to get lesser neon when it's bright and clean like these stones are. They don't only face up clean, they're actually, you see here close up, they're giving clarity. And they're better than $49.99 a piece. That's where they formerly have been. Now they get to be a lot less than that. And our big Friday coming to a close here, 13 minutes to go, 2 taupe handbags left, and that's it. You know how everyone likes to wait till the end of the show to make their decisions? Well, the end of the show is now. And the more you wait further towards the end, the more risk you run of just missing out. Don't do that. The prices aren't getting any better than what I've given away tonight. And this is not going to be $49, $39, $29. I got to make quick work of these. And let me tell you, if you're a collector or you want to be a collector, this is how you do it. And especially when usually the most reasonable Paraíba I have is $10,000. These are not. You can see where I've taken them already at $29. What if we go to $1,999 instead? Remember, you're changing the gold color on either of your options, left or right. The centerpiece gives you both golds, yellow and white, so you get a really good choice there, and yet they are not going to be 19. Oh no, we got to move all 3. It's last call on our Friday night live. This is your time to pick them up. They're not 19, they're not 18. They are not going to be $17.99. Never heard of it. We've got 2 that are over a carat, well over as a matter of fact. The one in the middle is under a carat, but it gives you so much diamond and gold work. So instead of $17.99, even better price tag, $17.77. Your lucky 7s are there, and I must say it is your lucky day. Because Paraíbas don't go that affordably. And this is when I have had many, many collectors, especially early on when a lot of the stones were sold by me loose in many, many years past. We're talking about collectors who usually sought out the green stones like this, looked specifically for more of the greens like what you're seeing here, because they know that's where you get that major copper content. So $17.77, we're going to do a couple recaps. We still have a fire opal. We have the gorgeous heart-shaped diamond necklace. We had a lot of $9.99 pieces here actually earlier, so I'm going to recap a few of those so you can see what we had here. Oh, the double conch pearls are still here, right? 2 conch pearls, 1 ring, not the one we had the other night. It's actually a little bit grander because it's got a lot more going on. Look at that. That was actually here for $27.77 on that one. 2 different colors of conch pearls, the lighter and the brighter. So the lighter, more peachy kind of color there, light pink, angel skin type of look, and then the brighter hot pink there. 2 conch pearls in one. It's actually a carat 96 total weight in conch pearls there. That was here earlier for $27.77. Also have the 3 Paraíbas. They can stay with me. That's okay. Resellers unite. This is quite a day for any resellers out there. Look at this cat's eye. Cat's eye chrysoberyl, Rubellite tourmaline coming up. I have all 3 of these. Look at this. This is the Rubellite. Look at that Rubellite. Satin finish and mirror finish platinum. Then I've got a gold piece with amethyst. These were all from earlier, and you may not have been here. Understood. So here's what we've got. There's the Rubellite. Look at that Rubellite. Super clean. Here's the cat's eye in a true green. Again, that is, I'm not a big fan of the yellows. I'm not into cat's eye. I don't think that really... It just, I don't know, there's just such an appeal with the greens, these true greens like what you have here. It is spectacular and one of the most defined chatoyancies you ever will see. And that is going to be, everything up here is a $9.99 or less price tag, because actually this is $9.99, this is $9.99. The Rubellite and platinum is actually $888. And yes, you have a very designer overlay style to your diamonds over your amethyst, which is quite specialty there. You've got the cat's eye, which actually also some asymmetry, giving you baguettes on one side, rounds on the other. The Rubellite also has its own form of asymmetry in that you've got different textures of the platinum, some of it all brushed or satin finish, and the other is mirror finish. So your choice of there. Let me know in the conch pearl, the 14 karat 07 tanzanite, any of the Paraíbas that you saw. Let's see what else. Anything else we can recap? The heart-shaped necklace, 2 requests, no go on that one yet. $27.77 for that incredible heart shape. And also, just reminders, we have 9 minutes to go. This is the taupe handbag that you simply must have. The beauty of this is And this is a really fabulous bag. It is, you can see the size reference here, 14 by, what was it, 14 by 8 by 4. So 14 inches long by 8 inches tall by 4 inches deep. And you've got, yep, 1484. This is the taupe. It's all we have left. I have 2 left to go around. That's it. It's National Handbag Day. Treat yourself and you will never find anything nicer. Even if you, I know, we all know that there's a great designer that does this woven style. They charge major ridiculous amounts for their bags, and that's because the workmanship involved. Same workmanship. There's only one process to do this right. This is not stamped or embossed. This is in a printing on the leather. It's actually long strips of leather that actually one strip of leather, each one of these different, what you see as a pattern, is all one strip of leather that ends up going around the body of the bag, the sides, the back, and the front. Magnetic closure, wristlet included. They are boxed. They come with dust bags. This is $4.99. You get everything. If you know a handbag lover who loves luxury, they're going to love this bag. This is the last color we have left. The other color is sold out. This is our taupe. It kind of feels like, you know what, right now, everything like coveralls, army green, camo prints, I mean, every fall. Very hot. I have an extensive handbag collection. I did not have like a true olive green bag. So it's ironic. I think that this is a great color that still pairs up well with your other neutrals. So your black, your white, your winter whites, all your grays. This is going to work because it's really like a mix of, think elephant gray with a little bit of body color to it and the kind of army green that we see here. And it's fabulous. 2 straps, adjustable. Throw it over the shoulder, wear it as a clutch if you want to take the strap off, magnetic flap closure, lots of just one big compartment on the inside. It's stuffed, of course, but it keeps its shape, and then it has the wristlet. So 2 straps, 2 lengths, plus the wristlet, all in lamb leather. It's $4.99. We have 2 left. That's it. So great way to treat yourself if you love a designer bag. Let's go back to our wheel. Take a look at what's under $1,000 here. $9.99 or $8.88. Again, cat's eye in the middle, $9.99. The Amethyst also $9.99, and the Rubellite is $888. And that's about it, guys. 7 minutes left to go. Call me on the handbags. I know if you're into if you just are like, I've been wearing the same handbag for 50 years and I got it at a dime store for, $15 and I'm happy with it, great. But if you love luxury, designer, high-end leather, lamb leather. There's a difference between crunchy, stiff leathers and lamb leather. And there's a lot of faux leathers out there that can be really good these days. There's a lot of good faux leather out there. This is not. This is a genuine leather and amazing style and just the right size, I think, for everyday wear. It's not too big, but it certainly is big enough to hold the essentials. And usually that's the big wallet and I carry my essentials are usually like, my work bag. It's going to be, I got to have a little mini hairbrush. I have a little, I have a tiny hairbrush and I've got a, you have to have some lip gloss and a compact and probably a bottle of water. This fits all of that. So just kind of the essentials for you, but nothing that's going to be weighty or too heavy. So $888 or $9.99 on that wheel. Let me know which one you like. The bangle is here if you want the yellow diamond marquise cut bangle. That is such a rock star. That was $5,500 to open. Any questions you have on anything you've seen tonight, the Paraibas, the 1407, whatever it is, we have a huge weekend celebration of jewelry. We've got designer earrings, the U-links that I flashed, they're tomorrow. The yellow diamond necklace, it's a big yellow diamond. It's well over a ½ carat. It's a natural yellow diamond. I'm just going to give you a little once over, just a quick little preview of it. This yellow diamond station style necklace is going to be coming up on Sunday. Look at that color. A total rock star, additional round brilliant diamonds on the sides, and then that station style. That is coming up Sunday. You will not believe, and again, what have we been saying about necklaces? Yeah, they're not exactly inexpensive. Mine will be. I got a very special opportunity for you on Sunday. So yellow diamonds on Sunday, white diamond designer earrings tomorrow. Tomorrow starts in 14 hours for us here. So keep that in mind. If you look for us in the evening from 5 to 8, we won't be here. We are going to be here from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's Pacific time. We start at 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central time, and 1 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you can join us in 14 hours for that. Also want to just flash this gorgeous combination, this heart shape. All of these designer baguettes are done. We're never bringing them back. They're not even from our own factory. These are designer. They go for a, you know how people say a small fortune? This is a true fortune. What these types of styles go for from the retailer. I do want to show you, this is and give me a second, I'm just stretching my body to try and get these earrings at the same time to show you here. There was an earring we had earlier, the front facing hoop, and the necklace. And the earring, gosh, this is amazing. The earring is so affordable. and the necklaces as well. It's $27.77 for the necklace, and the earrings are amazing. So call us on either one. They really are meant to go together without being too matchy-matchy or too identical. Remember, we've had a couple of different requesters on this one. Nobody's taken it yet. There's only one of each, one pair of earrings. There's a left and right design to the earrings as well. They have the big oversized butterfly backings. This is a front-facing hoop, so it looks like it turns, and then it almost looks like the back of the hoop, or that end, that open end you see, is almost like it connects to the back of your ear. So without having any difficulties in putting them on. So front-facing hoop earring, they were only $39.99. The heart necklace, and if there's any way to do both, my goodness, it would cost well under $7,000 to get the whole set and to have this enormous diamond weight like you're getting. And that's a beautiful way to go. And it ends up looking like all bigger individual diamonds when they're actually baguettes and rounds together. It's a proprietary design that happens with one designer. And boy, do they get some serious money. And keep in mind that they're all 18 karat gold. The necklace is 18 karat gold, so are the earrings. So they really are matching not only in their aesthetics, but also in the purity of that high-end gold we love. So $39.99 for the earring pair, only $27.77 for that gorgeous, bold, heart-shaped necklace. And let's go back to our wheel here. So our last call, cat's eye or rubellite or amethyst. And I've got to just show you. This is so, it's shocking to me. And I know not everybody can watch every minute of every day. Some of you do, and I thank you for that. For those of you that kind of pop in and out, this is also a value that I had something similar the other day. And we had, I think there's about a dozen different callers that missed out because it was the style of conch pearls where there were 2 in 1. And it was the lighter and the darker, like what you're seeing here. Well, this is $74.58. It is your last look at it. And again, a lot of pieces go here after the show. We got 2 minutes left of broadcast time. Then we're going to leave it up to you guys to dial in that phone number. We'll help you out. Place orders here after we go off the air. But this is the 196 in platinum. You're getting 2 stones, 2 conch pearls, totaling almost 2 carats, and a full carat in diamonds as well. That is $27.77, just like the heart-shaped necklace is. So it is go time. And that looks so gorgeous on the hand. I'm going to show it to you now so you can see what that looks like when it is on the hand. And so stunning it is. And you get these are all natural. We don't give any help to these conch pearls. They are found in these large, gigantic sea snail shells, which is like the one you put up to your ear to hear the ocean. And you see it right there. 2 different colors of conch pearl, almost 2 carats total, and that is down to $27.77. It's in platinum, it stays in platinum. We can size it for you. It's also one thanks to the elongation. You could wear really anywhere on the hand, I would say, especially index, middle, or ring finger. So great piece, 90 seconds left to go. I see you in the morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, got to be with us. We debut a lot of different things tomorrow. We have great values. You never want to miss a Saturday or Sunday daytime. You can stay with us, enjoy the weekend, kick back a little bit, watch the values happen. But $27.77 for a dual conch pearl, one of the most exotic stones in the world, and yet you get 2 in the kind of opposite ends of the spectrum in color. And we've got a final minute left, so we'll take another close-up look at this. It's got that peachy golden color. It's got the more hot pinky red. Yes. Thank you. The heart-shaped necklace has found its home. Congratulations on that one. And if you need the earrings to go with, they were item number 5015 and only $39.99 for the match in the front-facing hoops. Thank you again for watching and shopping tonight. Happy Handbag Day. Last tote bags are here. If you want the taupe of the Strizia bag, that woven style, it means woven in Italian. Definitely grab that if you can. 2 left only. And again, boxed, dust bags, everything, 2 straps, wristlet, all of that included, $4.99. On the bags, the $27.77 conch pearl, dual conch pearls, gotta go. And thank you so much. We'll see you in the morning. We got 14 hours, so the countdown starts now. A big Saturday kicks off, and I can't wait to show you all the fabulous pieces. For now, thanks again for watching and shopping, and let me be your Friday night date tonight. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you. From all of us at TVON, we wish you a good rest of your night, whatever you got into. And then, of course, we'll see you in the morning, 14 hours. I'm Lauren Blair. See you tomorrow.